were issues with an alleyway, and people did not tell everyone about what they were doing at the alleyway, and because of that, a certain owl party member could not be able to help with a map of any kind. So, and then that same someone also happened to quit a club, and so for the record, you are able to join another club if you want to look at the list at any given point in time because you did have 2 weeks to look. But currently, you don't have a club, so you don't have those extra student dice to use on different ability checks. And so this week we will start with turns of academic. We will start with, what do you want to do, Voss?
For the academic stuff?
Correct.
Let's see.
And it can count as other players' turn for it if you wanted to, if you end up picking a one they share.
I'll do the history of art of magic and art. Why not?
Oh, hey, I have that too.
No way.
Say it again. What?
History of magic.
We're gonna go masturbate in the corner. Want to join us?
That's cool.
Suki and I are gonna go do history of magic and art.
Did Nadalia want to join them?
Even though the class of history and art, I don't know if I don't think I have that one.
You do.
I was like, I think you have like all of them.
You're right. I don't have every class, but okay. I do have that one.
I
made sure to check what classes you did have before I asked.
Is it just us three? I'm assuming Sarasha doesn't have it.
Yeah, Sarasha only has the required class, which is magical physiologies, and the magical auras one. Otherwise, she doesn't have any other classes at all.
Oh.
Don't hate. The fuck? Don't hate.
I was stating a fact.
You're at a school, but you're taking one extra class.
You knew it was going to be a school, but you made a character that hated school.
She doesn't hate school.
You were making
why do you hate school so much?
She's indifferent. She doesn't hate it.
I can't believe you would hate school so much.
I can't either.
So with history of magic and art, let's see. Wait, so did Nadalia want to join or no?
Yes, I'm coming.
Okay. So the elephant, the owl, and the high elf walk into a class.
It doesn't sound
I forgot he changed races.
Yeah.
We could have this be like a little bit of time after the most recent bit because you did help. Let me, to be clear, Suki did get a drift globe, but you didn't necessarily give it to Pajora yet, and he's the only one who really needs it.
I don't even remember what the drift globe does. Put it in my inventory because I got it. And
Placeable, movable light source that isn't fire.
Oh yeah. It would only be him.
Yeah. So, there was wild magic and reincarnating wild magic and shenanigans of steam method varieties. But you're able to save the bows and tavern, so all's well that ends well, right? You just happen to found another source of the weird black sludge.
Mm-hmm.
So, seeing as this is a class for history of magic and art, currently today is a lecture day. I will need a just straight history roll from the three of you to see how much you are able to absorb from it. Because just because you think you're good at lectures doesn't mean you're good at someone who has like a really monotonous tone and just drones and drones and drones.
If you're saying that is the teacher, I will be doing a fun little thing of hides.
I'm
Pajora,
fascinated by this.
Evidently.
You are in Lorehold.
Why do you think she picked it? It has history in the name. Pajora, your eyelids are just getting heavier and heavier. You're not asleep, but this is the tone, the voice of the instructor is not helping. Suki is staying awake just easily enough, but you're still not having the easiest time focusing. And Nadalia, yeah, you're just completely diligent, and it's just like your owl eyes are like super wide, as if they're not always super wide, right? They're like super wide, just like it's almost like one. It's like a pivot where it's just like to the lecture, to the notes, to the lecture, to the notes, kind of thing. Um, and it's like fucking artistry for how you're just writing your damn notes. I didn't control the rules. And those who aren't super diligent, so Suki and Pajora, give me a perception check, because you two are not the only two in class that are, let's just say, not 100% able to keep up with the attention span of what needs to happen right now.
Oh.
So you're able to potentially overhear other people talking because they're bored out of their fucking minds.
I forgot I had the advantage still on, but it would have been the 22 anyway.
Yeah. Nadalia is too engrossed in the class to actually hear anything. She is too hyper tunnel vision focused. But Pajora, you basically hear uh, young black dragon on stage. Suki overhears the Play Actors Drama Guild has combined the hide of a bear and an owl head taxidermy to create a weird owlbear prop. You notice it coming from a nearby table of a couple of kids who it's one of those things where it's like, you can't just stereotype everyone at a school, but if you could stereotype and slot these fuckers in, it would be, oh my god, those are drama nerds. Got it.
And we know our next tests focus on the normal. The normal class.
The next magical physiology test is going to be about owlbears.
Topical.
Well, it was happenstance too. And then I will need one last roll of your one last roll of history for the three of you to see in the end what you are able to absorb. As like you're like, I am better than this. I'm a good student. Let's just give the old literal college try kind of thing.
Yeah.
To confirm, Pajora, didn't
So
you have like a
apparently I
student
don't
dice to
do
add to
that.
that if you wanted to?
To history?
Yeah.
Not as
No.
far as I'm aware.
Okay.
It
Because
was insight and arcana.
well, I know Dragon Chest doesn't do it, but what was your other one?
It's insight and arcana, investigation and deception.
Insight and Arcana, that's for the last test. But you have more.
Yeah.
You have more than just a club, right? What about for being a library person? Nothing. Okay, sorry, that's money.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money.
Also, apparently I'm just not meant to play today.
You're
It
getting
wasn't
all
the highest
bad
thing in
rolls
the
out
world,
now.
by the way. Uh, I was only going to make it a 10 check, by the way. Because the three of you are able to grasp enough of the concepts for the one of those fundamental historical concepts and foundations of current performing arts, you can manually add in the gear aspect where it's like manually add this modifier. You all get a permanent +1 to your performance checks.
Whoa.
Where do we put that?
Okay, so you go to like as far as the tabs go, like core, bio, spells. There's a gear. There's a huge list of all of your actual skills, and you can actually add manual modifiers to them.
Mm-hmm. If you scroll all the way down, the one that's the furthest down in the middle has all the different ability checks, and you can just add 1 to that 0 spot.
The check mark or the or
It's a 0. It should be a 0 right by it.
Okay.
Just change it to a 1.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And that's how much you absorbed in the class. You're able to at least glean that much of like the as I said, the fundamentals for certain performing arts. And as you are be able to leave the class, uh, you basically see a bunch of some people are like getting the fuck out of there because they're like, oh shit, fuck that class. That was so horrible and boring. I thought this was gonna be an easy credit. Damn it. And others are like having to be woken up by their friends. Like, no, you don't get to. Come on, come on. The kind of crap, yeah. And that would be a today's current turn for the history of performing of art and magic. So there was a person who didn't attend that class. What would Sarasha be doing during this really long class?
It's a class and not club time.
Correct.
Okay.
Not like it matters for her right now.
How many classes are there today?
Active around the whole entire campus? More than a couple? What are you talking about?
What?
Just because the other specific players aren't necessarily scheduled for a ton of classes today, doesn't mean there aren't classes scheduled for around the campus.
Okay. Well, I think she would spend this time, number one, quitting her club just to make it like, that she actually did it. And then she would sit underneath the tree in like one of the courtyards and think for like an hour, right? And then she will go.
What is she thinking about?
She's thinking about the clubs she should join and ones that won't, the ones that she could benefit from the most. So she goes, I'm assuming it's like the gym area, and she's seeking out the gymnastics one. Yeah.
Which one?
The intramural gymnastics bitches. Which, yes, I know has performance, but it also has acrobatics. And so she could work on like her liveness, right? So she can like slither through stuff. No pun intended.
I thought pun intended in that one.
Intramural Gymnastics Club?
Yeah.
Okay. You are able to join them, but that would be basically your process because I'm not gonna do weird timeline. It's like, okay, here's a club thing during the academic portion. No. But yeah, it's fine to have you join that. You're for this first turn, you're not gonna have the applicable student dice bonuses, but after the first turn, you will.
I just figured she would use this time to do all that, and then later on not having the issue of, oh crap, I didn't do it. No, I can't,
Some soul searching crap. like let's get the formalities out of the way, okay, administration.
Yeah, so essentially she's gonna be like a very great gymnast, but like performance wise, it's gonna suck. Like she can bend her body 180 degrees, but it's not artistic in any way.
Okay, that's fine. Then we can start off with clubs. We will start. We can just start with your club joining. You are able to go to the gymnastics area, and it's more than just a quote unquote gym. It seems like a whole entire fitness center kind of area where it's like a gym and actual what you would consider stuff that would be a high school gymnasium, and but it's a lot bigger. And you give me an insight check. Uh, some people are feeling restless or looking around, some confused, some uh, annoyed, as if they're waiting for someone or someone or something to get something to get like an objective over with. Um, and the only person you even uh, remotely recall seeing before, otherwise all these faces blended to the sea of people, is a fire genasi. Give me an
Oh my god, the cute one.
give me an intelligence check to see if you remember his name.
It's that cute black one, isn't it?
It's good enough. His name is Xanther.
Oh, right. I didn't like his name.
He is chatting with a few people about, I don't know, 20 feet away from you. Um, and one of the faculty advisors, if from your perspective, a nobody paper pusher. And they go over average safety procedures about, like, don't do stretches or it's liability. Don't do this or you should go to the infirmary. Or don't do this or you need a healing spell. Um, don't train on this area, or if you do, watch out for this poisonous plant kind of thing. And as you look around, you realize you ended up joining on like a day the club had like a safety seminar they were seemed to be forced to go to, and you get the vibe that they are not normally in this building. They end up training somewhere else, or the actual club would normally take place in another location. Um, and you're told that it is actually you end up trading off with the actual silk ball team and actually use the aero jump field itself, just because of the raw amount of air and space.
Who's the club leader?
Who's the what?
The club leader.
There isn't one. That's not every single club and every single job is given an official, like, named person, fancy pants kind of mentor kind of thing. Because there's so fucking many of them. Like, I can assign someone to be it if you really want me to, but you're not gonna know who the hell they are in the first place.
Just curious. So anyway, she's gonna walk in. Oh shit.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
No, that's legit what she says, but she sees all the people. Like she says it underneath her breath.
It's like, I want to join a club. I didn't know it was gonna be a fucking party up in here. Jeez. And you might consider that just because there's like a couple of dozen people, but you're not sure why there's this many people in one place until you start hearing the whole, like, safety concern bullshit, and you're like, oh, eh.
So like, is there anyone that she needs to go to like prove herself or something, or like to, officially sign up?
I thought that's what you're doing in your class.
Okay, you want me to have a name to this person? Fine, it will be
No.
Arkin Minexus.
Oh, I know that guy.
He is a very very by the book orc, and he is making sure everyone has an okay time and does not get hurt.
What's his name again?
Arkin Menexus.
Oh, have like is he a legit NPC or?
He is the
He is now.
Oh,
he
okay.
is the Prismari professor of expression, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because like there's expression of like, oh my god, it's like fireworks or an explosion. It needs to be a moment of passion. And then there's like the concept of you need to work very hard, you need to be very precise, you need to have it after come to fruition after all that practice and focus and everything. And it's like there's two sides of the same coin for Prismari, kind of like art. And this guy is more for the expression, but he does want to make sure no one gets hurt while expressing themselves. And based on his tone, you don't even need to have another insight roll for this. You kind of get that he probably is saying this like he's almost memorized the paper in front of him because he's had to give like lecture seminars so many times. Because it's like, you know what, your kid fucked up again. Go do another lesson seminar. Like, fuck. Okay. Like, yeah.
How is he if she approaches him?
Oh, he's just like the one announcing everything, and if you want to approach it in some way, you can.
Okay, then she will approach him, but she'll wait. Is he like in the front of the room or on the stage?
He has a small podium, and he's holding a small orb that acts as as basically a microphone to amplify his voice around the whole room, so you can hear him no matter where you're standing
Oh.
in the room.
Okay, well, I think she would go like to the front of, wherever the crowd is, reluctantly, and just like observe him, I guess.
He is let's see. Huh.
I don't know if this guy isn't getting murdered later.
I have doubts, but hopefully you don't do that.
We literally killed a professor last game.
Well,
Did
yeah,
we?
that was Matt's background fault though.
Did we actually kill them and not have them accidentally get killed in a roundabout way?
Your backstory indirectly killed them because you ended up not being able to have enough willpower. Anyway, so give me a perception check. If you're right up in front of him, let's see how much you can visually deduce. Okay. You notice that even though he's saying all the words that need to be said, he's not really believing all the words he has to say, and you feel like and you can sense that he just from his tone that he'd rather be doing a lot of other things rather than what he has to be doing, because you obviously realize that not all the faculty want to be doing the exact job that they're supposed to be doing at every single moment either. Like they have their own passions and shit, and he is not following his right now. But you got to do what you got to do for a job, right? So that's what he's doing. And you notice as you approached him, and you said you want to become the closer part of the crowd, because there isn't one. There's like smattering of students here and there, but they all add up to about 24. No matter where you go in the room or how much closer you get to him, the volume actually doesn't actually increase whatsoever. It stays the same regardless of your distance. So that's the thing too. After he's done speaking, he has everyone reluctantly and slowly form a line to be able to just like sign like one last sheet of paper, not like a petition, but like one of those forms where it's like, yes, I heard it, I understand it, let me go away now, kind of forms for official purposes. Yeah. Would you wait like after everyone else left, dispersed, or what does Sarasha want to do?
She'll wait till everyone leaves. Mm-hmm. Or at least like a lot more people leave.
He did declare that today it was because you spent longer in this seminar than you really wanted to, and you're like, this seems like a really shitty way to spend a day. Oh my god, why? um, uh, because I feel like when everyone's dispersed and like one of the doors is open, you realize, hey, it was early afternoon, and now it's like late afternoon somehow. I was like, how the fuck did that happen? How long is this guy fucking talking? Um, but Xanther was among the first handful of students to sign and get out, just because of his happenstance placement in the room when it was that people started to sign. Um, and there are a couple of people you don't know left, and then the actual teacher themselves. And then, yeah, if you want to have anything, and after the last person signed, you waited around, and he looked and double checked the numbers. You can sense him like counting, like, okay, and then taking a deep sigh, and then he notices that you're actually still in the room, and he like raises an eyebrow. Do you want to say anything to him?
Yeah, I would. Oh yeah,
It's currently just you two.
well, that's awkward.
Well, like the last couple of students are like walking right out the door when this is happening.
She's like, hey,
He gives you like an apprehensive, like, I'm so confused what's going on right now kind of wave. Hi.
I am in a bit of a pickle.
I thought you were in a classroom.
Uh, Nah, everyone was standing around the whole time. It was really annoying to have to stand that whole time if you're not really liking to stand. It was a bit more of more akin to like a high school gym, where you have more bleachers than it really is for an actual class looking area. But he does wave a hand to like a nearby couple of benches, and like, why don't you come and express yourself? What's going on?
Well, it's a great thing to say to someone you're alone with in a gym.
You're
Why, are
She
you
is.
going to confess to him?
Do you not trust the faculty now?
No, that was just me. No, she's like, listen, I was in another club, and it turns out I am terrible at talking, as you can clearly see. But I am much better at moving my body. And I would like to join this club so I can be better at moving my body.
Okay, that doesn't sound just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
What is she supposed to explain it?
Well, you were saying what he said was bad, so I'm just saying, it takes two. He seems excited about what you're saying, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, of course, we'd love to have you here." And he actually goes in for a hug because he's actually a friendly guy. Do you
Oh,
actually accept his advances of a hug?
um, this is just getting worse. She'll just stand there. She won't hug him back, but she'll accept the hug, I guess.
Give me an insight check. Yeah, it's not like an inappropriate. It's not like an inappropriate touch intentions or anything. He's just a kind of an overly friendly guy when he's not forced to do things he doesn't want to do. He's a bit more. As soon as he like had the last person sign, he seemed a lot more laid back.
Does this guy? Wait a minute. No, she's gonna ask him. Are you are you a gymnast?
You know what? I prefer to do more magical expressions of art, but I can move if I need to. And he starts like flexing like his calf muscle and like his biceps and stuff, as if in his mind, um, like dead weights equals cardio.
Okay.
Um, but he basically lets you know, as far as he is concerned, yes, he is indeed the faculty advisor for the club, and you, as far as you don't have anything else to worry about. He finds your name on the sheet, and he confirms your name, and he's like, you know what, I'll take care of it. Just consider yourself part of the club now. We're good.
Great.
And by the way, we don't normally meet here. This is a bit confining. Arrow Jaunt Field. It's a pretty good place.
Okay. Sounds good. And you know what she'll do?
Obviously not. You have free will.
She's gonna like backflip out of the area to like show off.
Give me acrobatics.
And faceplant.
I know. I'm like, oh my god, I should have said that, but we'll see.
So you face plant. He rushes to your. You take 1 point of damage, bludgeoning.
Damn it!
Self-inflicted.
Okay.
He rushes to your side. Oh God. And so your face is like throbbing in red pain. It's like, ah! Your nose isn't quite squashed or bleeding or anything, but and over the like heated skin and whatnot, he does cast a gust of wind to make sure there's like a cool breeze going around the area to circulate the whole gym area, and to make sure that you're cooled down again after that kind of incident. Oh, I understand that people love for expression, but you gotta. It's instances like this which I have to do these seminars for. I'm sorry. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm fine. It's the floor is uneven here. You should really fix that.
Doubt.
He thinks about it for a sec. He's like, no, actually, it's not. You need to get better coordinated.
No deception check needed.
I actually had him have an insight check. He rolled high enough to realize it's like, wait a minute, she's covering up her embarrassment. No. I mean, I think that's like a 17 is solid enough to realize through your veiled attempt at deception. So yeah, because it was
I'm
so
just
quick and you didn't even really fully on attempt exact deception. So that's why I just had a simple roll. So yeah, he has a hand on like your shoulder, not in a creepy way, but want to make sure in case you for whatever reason lose balance, he's able to support you. And he brings you to one of the entrances. Like, okay, you be careful out there, and no more backflips until you know you can handle it.
okay. So like when she leaves, she like bangs on the wall, like I guess the hallway or whatever, wherever they're at. She bangs on whatever's nearest.
You could do that. What the nearest opportunity you'd be able to do that in? He opened the door and walks out himself. It was an isolated building, and after he moves a few feet away, like 10, 15, say, you're alone in front of the building, so you can bang on the door on the outside exterior wall or something like that if you want to.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
You're not.
It's
Yeah.
a currently empty building otherwise right now.
No, I just thought about that because the last time we did some property destruction, we got in trouble. But I feel like she wouldn't care.
Who? Thrasher doesn't know Incorrect at all.
That's what I'm saying. She wouldn't care. So she's just gonna bang on the door, maybe like once just to get her anger out and then walk away.
Yeah, you don't. For the record, she doesn't have the raw strength that Incoretta has, physically speaking. Secondly, this is an exterior wall, not as cheaply made as like a wall in between a couple of dorm rooms in a bigger building. So yeah, you could have banged on it a couple of times. It's still fine. You didn't leave a single mark.
Skill issue.
Maybe a couple of drops of blood on the floor after you like banged your face into it, but otherwise. So that was the first club. And then we can get Voss's Dragon Chess Club.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Unless you don't want to, I'm not gonna. If you're not ready for it, I'm not gonna try to pressure you right now, Voss.
Well, I mean, we did academics for me, and then club for her.
It ended up being for all three of you.
Well, I wasn't sure whether you were going to go, oh, well, the other two get to pick their academic class for that kind of thing.
No, as I said, if it ends up, it's one of those things where if the other one of the other two would have been like, well, actually, want to do something different academically, and then it could be played out like, oh, for this week they actually don't have the schedules aligned with you for that class, kind of thing.
All right, fair enough.
To keep it a little more open. So that's why I made sure it was voluntary and they're both okay with going for it.
Gotcha. All right, chess time.
Yup. You are at least a bit friendly with Talana and Rampart. And you see either one of them in like a grand chess hall of sorts where it's like, hey, it's a big library, but like all the desks are covered with fucking boards. And this is a day actually that a lot of faculty are playing with the students. It's one of those you think you're good, we'll show you just how good you are, kind of like put you in your place, and trying to find any quality prodigies that they might like. Any given faculty member that you can think of, and yes, Voss, they will probably be here right now. Even someone who's probably in hiding.
Well, I don't feel
But
like
you
dealing with
know
that
that.
person. I feel like dealing with Rampart.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, Rampart seems like an amiable fellow.
He's a bit bombastic compared to a lot of other players around him.
He's infinitely more bombastic than me.
But he does greet you really warmly when you approach him. Oh, yes. Oh, good. Pajama boy. We should play again sometime. I just beat this young fellow. Oh, good luck next time, my man. But what about you? Would you like to have a go?
I'm always up for a game.
You see him cast a couple of spells you're not really familiar with. And then it's one of those things where it's like a minor telekinetic effect where all the pieces are put immediately back to baseline. And you're both sitting at the side of the table, so he lets you choose like whichever side you want.
Fair enough. Then I will sit down to play.
White or black, or whichever versions of the colors they have that are equivalent to each. I will inherently give you a minor bonus to one of the two things based on your choice right now, but I'm not going to tell you what the bonus is.
Fair enough. Since he invited me, I will sit down on the black side.
Okay, so he goes first, obviously, and I'm going to need an investigation check to see for the early game to see how well you can decipher his moves.
Well, I'm theoretically good at this. Good lord, is it already almost 7? Oh. Daylight savings
Forward.
time,
Yeah.
whatever. Fucking retarded.
Yeah. We're not farmers. So he puts up a good show, but you are able to see past a couple of his strategies and take it's a little bit back and forth for the movements, but you are able to take a couple of his key pieces, like, hey, haha, I got your knight, and I have that rook, haha, I almost didn't get that one, haha, kind of moment. But dude, you got over 20. You're pretty damn good investigating right now. And then it gets to the mid game, and he does seem to be on the defensive, and it puts you more on the offensive by default. And so let's get a deception roll to see how well you can, cloak your own intentions.
Apparently very well.
Right? Oh, I'm not good at playing tonight. Apparently, you were meant to play Dragon Chess tonight.
Apparently, I was meant to play Dragon Chess. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, there's actually a rule set out there with the pieces, their available movement, and a layout of the board available for you to actually learn legitimate Dragon Chess. It's actually pretty cool.
I'm not saying it's not a nice addition, but I don't want to have to do all of that just to DM this.
Oh, no, I'm not saying. I'm just in general, it's kind of interesting that for a game within a game, they actually came out with the rule set and how the board works just for a game within a game. I thought that was kind of neat. I want to order my own custom Dragon Chess set. But every time I go to do that, it's just, look at this really cool chess set with dragons for pieces. And it's like, no, that's not what I want. Anyway.
You are able to hide your intentions well enough and take another key pieces. You have him on the ropes, but he is able to make a comeback. I need one more investigation check from you.
Ooh, another investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Dragon Chess is where it's at today.
Got that 8, got the 11, got the 10. Nope, this is what you were waiting for.
You know what? I know what it is. It's because the last time I was in Dragon Chess Club, the newbie beat me. I have to prove my mettle.
You've caught the attention of one of the professors and the actual advisor for this club.
Neat.
You have enough raw intelligence. I will just let you tell you her name because you would have known it by now. Because obviously you would have. Your fucking character would have.
The
She's
professor for the chess club.
The academic advisor. Yeah, you would have realized it by now. Yeah. Augusta Tullis. She is the Laurel Professor of Order.
Augusta Tullis.
Yeah. Did you want the spelling?
Okay. I wrote it out. I don't know if it's spelled right, but oh well. So I noticed that they are interested in this game.
Well, they're interested in how well you're
I did
playing.
spell it right.
Yeah. They're interested in how well you're playing in particular. And she actually brings you aside. It's like, yes, you have great skills in dissecting your opponent there. I would like to, pick your brain a bit more later on. Would you be interested in a get together we're having in a few days in a Captain Dapplewing's manor?
Sure, if I'm not doing anything with my friends.
Quite. Well, until then. And then she walks off, clearly looking for anyone else that might interest her. But give me an insight check, so you can fucking vibe check her.
Vibe check.
That's high enough. You realize it's one of those. I'm presenting you a great opportunity academically and for networking. You're like, I don't know, I just like my friends, and it didn't come off that amazing to her.
I value my friends more than Dragon Chess. That being said, I congratulate. Is my game with
Yeah, you
Rampart
beat
finished?
him soundly. He
Okay.
does. He was picking up the pieces of the board while you were talking to her.
Fair enough. I thank him for the game and tell him I look forward to playing him again at a later date.
he shares the sentiment and walks over to another kid, and you can already hear, even if you're like 20 feet away, you can hear him as clear as right. He was right next to you for how loud he is.
Oh.
You don't even need a perception check for this. You can tell the kid is like intimidated just by his demeanor. That he's probably he's going to stand no chance to get them in the game just because he's already psyched out.
That doesn't surprise me. If there's any more time in the club, I want to go and see if I can give some pointers to some new people, or talk with Talana and see how she's getting along with her games.
You find new players along your path first. You said you wanted to give them some pointers?
If I could, yeah.
Yeah, I would need a raw intelligence check to see how well you can instruct them.
All right, fair enough. I should theoretically do okay at this.
Yeah, you do.
I'm good at intelligence.
You're able to give them pointers. It's like some movies checking out the club because they didn't like their other club, and so they're trying to check out other clubs they might be interested in, and this is one of them. And they seemed all, it was like a group of them, and they were all too intimidated to be like, oh, there's teachers here, they're gonna kick our asses. We can't just play them. I'm not even sure I want to join this thing yet. I didn't know I'd come today of all days. Jeez. And then you're able to get them through the basics and whatnot to have them and to have them not be completely embarrassed if they to anyone of note, kind of thing. And they thank you for your efforts, and they pull it together, and you get 10 silver.
Oh.
They are actually
Okay.
like really grateful for your help, because there's a group of kids who cared about their appearance to the faculty more than you do, and they appreciated your help in the matter.
Fair enough.
When you got to Lana, she's actually also busy talking to Augusta, but she's more accepting of the chat with her and of the concept of going there and whatnot. So the conversation drags a bit more than what yours did.
Gotcha.
Would you be one of those things where you wait around for someone's conversation to end to talk to them, or would you go about your day?
I mean, if she's busy, she's busy. I'll just move on.
Okay, then that would be your day for now. And remind me, do you already have Rampart's boon?
No, I do not. I was only at 1 with him.
Well, you get another point.
I'm up to 2.
He appreciates your moxie.
I don't know that I would consider Pajor to have moxie, but I appreciate the compliment. I'm gonna assume you're gonna put the boon in there or whatever, send it to me or whatever. Badoop.
It's not like you'll need that anytime soon, right?
Oh. All right, fair enough.
For the record, as I mentioned before to other people, in the original timeline of no one dying, Goswind is the one who had that, is the only one, but he ended up dying before he went to the manor.
Whap whap.
Yup.
Then that would be the end of Dragon Chess for the day. Then we can get to fuck. What was your job again, Matt? Poisoning shit.
Well, why didn't we just go to club then? Because if we were doing club,
I guess we can. We'll go to Nadalia's solo club. What was it? The like I know it's not dead language. That's the one you two share. What was it? What was it?
The other club I have is Dragon's Guard Historical Society
Okay.
with Rampart.
It is held in one of the B rooms. Is one of the front rooms today for in the biblioplex. Like every 2 out of 3 times, it ends up being in one of these rooms because they're all like interchangeable many times for different lectures and club days and whatnot. And this today is no exception. And you can hear him come through the door and when the club starts. Still talking about how much fun he had. And that you know what, Loxodons are just really great at Dragon Chess. You guys should really need to believe him. In fact, there was this one time in Dragon Chess that like he went toe to toe with like the most fierce Loxodon you've ever seen. He almost beat him. It was neck to neck, and he tries to show off how even though he has like the smallest neck you've ever seen, he tries to emphasize how much it is, and it's almost sad. Um, but then like there's like one or two people like enraptured by his story, but then as soon as a couple others realize he just want to talk about how awesome Loxodons are, they just walked away.
Cack.
Kinda. And today ended up becoming a lackluster day of like one of those free discussions, like how if a teacher's kind of bored, ends up being like a free form. Well, if you need any help with your homework, ask any of your fellow students what you don't get. Bullshit like that for like talk to each other to think about like look for each other's histories and whatnot. And it's like, God, that's a cop out.
Well, I think this is the first time I've been back to the club, because this is the club where I learned about the layout of
The whole entire
Lore,
Loreholt campus.
yeah. And so this is the class where I learned that, and that
Mhm.
then I went to the alleyway where the traps were. So I would want to find somebody who, I don't know, 'cause obviously since Rampart's too interested in chess right now, so he's probably not a good person to talk to right now. I'd probably try and find somebody else at the club who still remembers that last thing we learned from the Lorehout layout, and so I could talk to them about, I actually went there and it was full of traps.
Um, roll me a D percentile. You find around 4 people, and there's only like one or two of them who remember more than a couple of details because some people are like, yeah, I came here because my friend was more interested. I don't know. I really am leaning toward going to this other one of the colleges other than Loreholt. I'm not sure about it, but they are enraptured by your story of adventure. Um, a couple of the lore holes find it interesting that you basically got a map and then tested its legitimacy and accuracy. Um, and they actually, it's like if you show them your map kind of thing, like, oh, and then what happened to this part? Is it actually a quality distinction for this kind of trap versus other kind of trap for like map marking and whatnot?
I would show him the details about the spike pit and that the backpack we found and the stuff that was in the spike pits. We really didn't get much further. I could see, maybe I'd mention a few things that I saw from the aerial view as I was flying over.
One of the people that's listening to you is very obviously dressed in green and black, and it's like, man, Loreholt people have all the fun.
Well, they're still not like just because they're not Loreholt, they can't not go to our campus, right? Or is it?
No, it's just one of those
really
things
separate?
that it's like in Harry Potter. It's like you can't go to the dungeons if you're not Slytherin. But at some point, it's at some point during certain times of day, and it's like, what are you doing there? Kind of thing. because for the most part, unless you have business there, so you're walking with purpose kind of thing, or you know someone where someone is, or you need to meet someone, it's normally an area you're not familiar with unless it's your own specific college kind of thing. So it'd be kind of awkward or confusing if you were to go there otherwise.
Okay.
And you can tell from age either the Witherbloom student was it's one of those generic people. They've been around for every single club session you've seen so far, and they do. And from anything you've heard about them or from them, even in snippets, they seem to be at least like second or third year. So like officially in Witherbloom, not like a first year like you.
Okay.
Yeah, so they end up being talking about the actual other four with at least a modicum of like legitimacy. Not like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into that one someday. It's like no, it's like they speak of it with a lot of certainty, because Loreholt is not just like the keepers of knowledge or whatever. It's also like the dungeon delvers kind of thing too, because you do so to get more scrolls of lore and whatnot. Or shiny trinkets or whatever it is you end up having you're searching after. They share that they were an unfortunate legacy and they almost had to go until Witherbloom, but they have a different passion. But it's one of those, well, it's my family, what can I say? And you are able to help out other people. Actually, give me a history check to see how well you recorded your map, and because people want to help to clarify or correct their own.
I think I might have one more dice I can add to that for one more d4, and then I'll have used up all of my history dice.
Not quite high enough. For the most part, they get the gist of what you're trying to say, but the finer details or the kind of stuff that's like in your own handwriting and they can't quite read it without you having to do painstaking one by one help to have them each person understand it, and so it's not worth the effort and trouble for because there's not much time left by this point in the club. Um, and a little before you're about to like roll your map up to make sure it's secure, that's when Rampart comes by. Like, oh my, good show, my girl. You have done splendid here. And he like puts a really thick, stubby finger to like different points where you actually made extra effort to make sure to get the details right in the given map orientation, or like you had like a really good detailed like compass rose, or you had some really good like drawing details on like a specific like prominent building in the area, shit like that. But he's almost being too loud, almost as if like like he's making a bigger deal of it than it needs to be or than it really deserves to be. And then you have like half a dozen other people coming in, like, oh yeah, look at that, yeah. Are you shouldn't be out of curiosity, at the moment, are you in any particular colors that would signify which of the colleges you're leaning toward or that you're a part of?
I would
Because
probably be
yeah,
dressed in Loreholt colors because I have
red and white.
Yeah.
And some of them look at your drawing of the map. It's like, are you sure you mean Prismari? This is good stuff. Then like an actual Prismari student's like, hey, I mean this is pretty good, but still, hey. Because it was like not they seem to be feeling persecuted because as if they were like indirectly being knocked on their own map making skills. um, yeah. But class ends with you getting minor accolades from other club members, and then it would be time for the Dead Languages Society.
Woohoo!
Yup, there is Quintelius and Drazimir in there.
I was starting to learn a language. I can't remember if it was Infernal or Abyssal.
Infernal.
I will continue to learn Abyssal. Or Infernal. Which one?
Were
My
you
brain
wanting to
just
learn
lost
any
it.
languages too?
Yes.
Because that's what I'll allow. I will because it makes sense for having all kinds of different language and people who are so multilingual in this class. You can get help with someone who's to study a new one, and and after a certain number, I won't tell you how many quite yet. You will just you can just add the straight up add the language to your character sheet.
But I wasn't sure if we finish all of our note translations from the 3-part book.
You did for the time being. Uh, it does mention needing to go into Lower Holt grounds for as the last step, but uh, it mentions how do I phrase it? Uh, you give me a history check. Since you're not getting help from your fellow party member because he's working on linguistics, so this is your own current endeavor. That's good enough. You are able to surmise that the translated version of the language it's kind of codely written in is because it's like it might be in gnomish but it's one of those it's also kind of like pseudo code where it's like if the gnomish try to be tricksy with like making their own pig Latin or some bullshit um and you raise what it translates into is basically treasure hunt and protected a handful of words um the first step would have been would end up being on the Prismari campus actually. Um, and give me an intelligence check to see if you can deduce the one of those longitude latitude kind of coordinates kind of number systems and figure out where on the Prismari campus, or might end up wandering and stuff. You figure it out. So you are able to find out where in Prismari campus the first quote unquote step is, um, but it doesn't. It does have foreboding language of like beware and danger, and you better be prepared kind of phrasing. Um, and so you don't know just how bad it is, but you know you probably shouldn't go alone. Not like Nadalia is one to do that anyway, right?
Exactly.
So you're able to deduce that, and Suki is one step closer to knowing Infernal.
Woo!
And then we can move on to Suki's job.
This time I'm gonna skip my job and go talk to Mina Lee. Might as well get it over with.
You find her at the Fire Jolt Cafe, as it's one of the easiest places to start looking for her at, and she ends up having a shift. What are the odds? And you approach her. She looks at you knowingly, and with like timing of timings, she just walks away from having just served a customer, and there's no other current business rushing right to the counter. And so you're able to have a legitimate exchange with her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh, I didn't forget. I am gonna need you to bring me a valuable treasure because I swear that you must be part of some kind of adventuring group or something. I don't know where you're from, but I know a scoop when I see it. So you are now currently compelled to the next true item of value, and it's not one of those. Well, I paid 5 gold for this, so it's obviously really valuable, right? It's like it's one of those. When you're in your heart of hearts, you'll know what she fucking means or what would qualify when when it happens, kind of thing.
When I see it, I'll know it.
Kind of, yeah. Um, and a coworker calls over, and he's like, "Well, off you go." With more of a smirk than anything else, and she trucks off.
Mm-hmm.
You now feel a compulsion to get out and get adventuring more than before. To be like, you have the urge to actually go obtain an item. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just a student going about my school. I must get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I must obtain shinies.
Kinda. And it's not one of those like the tiniest crappy trinket where it's like a bronze medal version of a treasure. It needs to be like a gold standard kind of quality.
Mm-hmm.
And having to go do that and obtain your new thing would say only kill about, I don't know, half the time you have for a club. So if you wanted to wander anywhere around campus, you can.
I think for now that is it, because
Okay.
that was the main thing I wanted to do.
Then the time looms. Yes, you can all get your dice back. The time looms to and heal because not everyone face planted. But for those who did face plant, you get healed. Um, for the upcoming test about owlbears in your magical physiology class. It is now coming to the night, and it is time to study or not. It is up to you. How would you all like to do so?
Well,
What? So
we get to choose a thing to study with, a skill.
Well, yeah, but I thought we were doing our jobs.
Oh, sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
Sorry, I kind of
forgot
messed
the
everything
one
up.
last job. Yes, you. Yeah, Voss has a job too.
I do have a job. I move
It
books
might
on
not
shelves
too.
and help people. And apparently I did a pretty spiffy job last time helping direct people around the library to Biblioplex.
Okay. You are into the job. You see Drasimir well enough, and you, upon and starting your shift, you notice that one of the students is kind of berating him for not speaking up loudly enough and giving clear enough directions because he's really soft spoken. Do you just let them yell at the person? Because right now, you see it, and the other faculty members are like facing away or like looking something up on their own or something like that, and they happen to not notice it. Do you bring it to someone's attention? Do you deal with it yourself? How would you? How do you want to go forward with this?
Well, I'm going to get one of the faculty members' attention, point them out, and then I'm going to start heading in that direction myself. Like while I'm on my way over there, I'll use Mage Hand to tap them on the shoulder.
You ended up getting the attention of a Lorehold professor of chaos.
Biffy.
And you end up they come with you dressed almost more like in their style, almost like if it wasn't like you knew it was red for Lorehold, you could have mistaken them for someone in Silverquill for how like more stylish rather than professional they were dressed as far as the actual clothing was concerned. And they follow you immediately to the person, and but they by the time about halfway to the point, they stopped talking to Drasimir and they walked off in the opposite direction. Not like in a fleeing motion, but like their job is done and now they're gonna walk away, kind of thing. Beside you, give me an Arcana check.
I'm theoretically good at that.
Apparently good at it in practice too.
Yeah. As long as it's not studying today, apparently I'm good.
You recognize the spell that the teacher cast beside you. He is actually casting a hold person spell on the person trying to walk away in a huff.
Oh.
Yeah. He's not having any of these shenanigans. Not at his watch.
Deserved. I'm gonna go over to Drasimir though.
Jasimir, you see the teacher walk past you like almost with a really confident stride, and unexpectedly, just straight up one arm picks up the student. It's a human student. Picks up the student and just doesn't even doesn't miss a step and just keeps going.
Now I suddenly have the image of a Lorehold professor picking up a student like by the scruff of their neck like a kitten and then dragging them away.
Oh, he doesn't drag. He full on lifts it. He's like, he should not be that strong with that kind of frame. Like, what the hell is he eating?
Guy's eating his Wheaties.
Kinda, yeah. You see Drasimir kind of looking down in a defeated but not unexpected way, where it was one of those without even an insight check, you know him well enough by now to be like, oh yeah, it's one of those days where it's like, it's not nice to get yelled at, but it's not the most uncommon thing to happen in the whole universe of things to happen.
I'll just comfort him by saying that you can't be reasonable with unreasonable people. It's fine.
He's just not having a good day, so I'm gonna actually need you to do a persuasion check to see how consoling you are.
Oh man, I'm so good at that.
See? You're good.
I'm mediocre at that.
He shrugs and gives a gesture that is very obviously for the sake of gratitude for your attempt.
Fair enough.
The rest of the shift goes mostly uneventful. You have to help some students, but they seem to ask questions that you're like, it was almost comically easy to find the books they were looking for. It's like, did they even try?
Did you try looking yourself before you came to me? That kind of thing?
Yeah. It's that kind of crap where it's like, you mean let the book like right there 5 feet away? And it's like, oh my god, right? Oh, thanks, man. That kind of thing.
Just like point over shoulder.
He's like, you mean that one right there? Like, oh, you're so good, thank you.
That creepy guy didn't come back, did he?
Not today.
Good.
I don't think he's probably going to come back for a while. I think he's probably banned.
Also good. You know what? I'm okay with this. All right. Uneventful day at work. I am
It
100%
happens, okay?
with this. No, I'm 100% okay with this.
That should be everyone's job in club, unless I
Yes.
forgot
Yeah.
something again. Okay.
You missed me. What do you mean?
You chose not to have a job, right?
Oh, she collects garbage.
You want to pick up more trash? Okay.
She wants money.
You're like, money for trash. This is better than recycling cans, dude.
No, but I'm fine with just saying that she did her job. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole interactive thing.
Give me one perception check to see if you hear any gossip while you're picking up trash around campus.
I don't know why she wants to do that now. She's not part of that club.
She always was. She already based her character off of someone who needs to know gossip or needs to know things. If not for her own benefit, for the sake of potentially using later. You with that high of a roll, you do hear one of the faculty members pass by. You think he might be in Silverquill, but he walks past. You don't catch his face. He's like. You see him. You hear his hands patting down his area of his torso where he would obviously expect pockets. He's like, what's that? I guess I have to use a spare in the pot. Fucking manner.
Okay.
Giving an insight roll.
Do it.
You're not sure which manner he's referring to because it doesn't have a lot of context, but there aren't too many. So you figure like if you cared enough, you could probably figure it out. But this is just like a passing kind of like chatter, so you're not sure how much you really care.
Oh, okay.
Everyone with a job gets 5 gold.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na.
I was looking at the actual other clubs, and it's like I didn't realize the intramural silk ball club had the exact same skill bonuses as like the soldier background, and it's like athletics intimidation. Jeez. And that's actually that's one of the few clubs that you should get like 3 people with, and it's like, jeez.
Friends are good.
Yeah, but it's like that. Well, you're on a sports team, so of course you're gonna have teammates, right?
Can I send you a picture, Saz?
Okay. And so now you end up choosing to study or not study. So how do you want to study or not? In a group, not in a group, in a particular location with a specific NPC, using a particular skill. Like, how do you all want to go about it?
Yeah, with the group if everyone's okay with that.
I'm down to clown.
Yeah, definitely gonna invite Drazimir again.
Studying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Let's study, quote unquote.
You know, I'm surprised about that from coming from you since you hate school so much.
She has motivation to stay in the school. She doesn't have to pass with flying colors.
Because of course everyone goes to college to get a C average.
I know many people that do.
Wait, Saws, does that mean she's getting her good enough degree?
C's get degrees, homie. In undergraduate, not graduate. Graduate is not. Yeah.
Well, I did say college is not high schools, but it could be the equivalent. I have a sibling who got a GED.
Me too. He drives trucks for a living now. Has a wife, 2 kids, a home in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Well, it's cheaper than it's cheaper in the middle of nowhere. Um,
It is. It's also an hour and a half one way, so I don't get to see him very often. Anywho, Study in a group.
Are all four of you agreeing to study all together, or is there any other preference?
So Asha would study with her brother.
Okay, so it's all four of you together. Okay.
I think
I just wanna
Nadalia
confirm.
was gonna invite. I think Nadalia said she was gonna invite Drazimir, and
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
was
have an
gonna.
issue with anyone extra, but I just want to confirm that you were all four together in the first place.
Yeah, and then
It's
I
okay
was
if
gonna
the
invite.
meteor hits, we all get destroyed at once, you know.
Sounds good to me. I was gonna invite Talana and Rampart.
It's a
But
party.
yeah, it's a study party. Emphasis on the study, not the party.
But you gotta watch out for parties, because sometimes there's party crashers.
Like that one guy with the big fucking teeth. Or not teeth. The
Tusks.
things. Yeah, tusks. Oh my god, thank you.
Tusks are technically teeth,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
so
Well, then
you
yeah,
are technically correct.
The best kind of correct.
don't invite the guy with the big fucking teeth then.
I don't think anybody here knows him enough.
Wait, who?
No.
Urzmatok.
Ursmek talk.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Also,
Oh,
there are party crashers, but I feel like the thing you need to watch out for more is this.
What?
He sent a message.
Oh, did he already send it or?
Yeah, it's sitting
Yeah, it's
right
in
there.
session chatter.
Oh, oh.
It's Dende.
Super Kami Dende. Anywho,
yeah, for your invitations, actually, it ends up being that both Talana and Rampart ask if they can invite additional people to the study gathering. Since it's going to already be like 7 people, what's it matter if there's a couple more? What is your answer to them?
I think we're all together. Sarasha would just look to her other party members, so she's not going to answer.
Well, I'd feel like it's more so the people inviting them. That would answer.
yeah.
It's like, how much do you trust Talana and Rampart?
Rampart's going to invite the whole fucking school.
Rampart is a very rambunctious person, but he's no idiot. I don't think it'll get super out of hand with him. Talana, she's kind of reserved as far as I can tell, so I don't think she'll be inviting a ton of people either. So I'm okay with it if y'all are okay with it.
You say that until Saul's gives us like -5 to our study modifier or some shit.
No, I'll still be okay with it. So basically, if Suki says okay, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh.
All right, Dahlia, you good?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Jasmine didn't ask to bring anyone else because he was just happy to be invited in the first place.
Well,
He didn't want to impose.
If he didn't have an invite from Nadalia, I would have invited him. But Nadalia's like, well, I'll invite Drazimir. And I'm like, okay, well, that was one of the 3 people I was going to invite.
As far as the study session goes, Jasimir does come first because he's the only one of the 3 that didn't have to grab anyone else on the way. And you see him like quietly setting up in the corner, kind of thing, to not wanting to be in anyone's way and like ready to learn with people when everyone gets here. And then only a few minutes later, does Talana actually come, and behind her, she brings Rubina and Urzmektok.
Oh God.
Before they speak at all, or either one of them utter a single word, it's like, "Oh, I hope you're okay. You're all okay with this. These are really intelligent friends of mine. I hope they can help us study."
I'm always up for a study session with more friends. And then I will introduce myself to the two people I don't know.
So reminder, this is Robina.
The one that
Neat.
also got really far in the.
Yep, she is the one who did like extremely good with zero people heckling her or helping her and cheering for her. She just did a kick-ass job on her own in the like over at the Bozen Tavern during the Wizard Gizzard thing. That's what Suki definitely recognizes immediately first about her. Like, oh, you're the one who kicked ass, kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know if she quite recognizes me though.
She's eyeing you up and down, like very, not critically, not like a harsh judgment, not like harshly and judgmentally, but like making sure she doesn't miss any details. Like like she's looking for something.
Like she's looking for something that's not
And
there
a
anymore.
reminder, this is Mr. Grosh.
Who?
Urzmektok Roche.
That's his last name. Okay.
That's why I said Mr.
Uh-huh. I introduce myself to both of them and shake their hands if they are up for it.
Oh yeah, Rubina seems to take control in the conversation, and she is actually curious about your group because you don't necessarily see that these kind of four unique races all together on a common basis. Like how often does a Yuanti, an Owlin, a Loxodon, and a High Elf get together?
Sounds like a setup to a joke.
So an Owlin, a Loxodon, a High Elf, and a Yuanti walk into a bar. So after...
And only the Owlin doesn't go unconscious because she's small.
Yeah, I know, right? Because she's small. After I introduce myself, I will introduce Nadalia, a new friend I made in class, Suki, my best friend, and his sister, his twin sister, also one of my friends.
Twins.
You're supposed to be. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're fraternal now.
Different genders is always fraternal.
Fraternal, that one, the one that's like not the same embryo or whatever the fuck.
Yes, it's still.
It's still fraternal.
It's only identical if you're the same gender and look the same.
Did you guys tell your parents?
Oh,
Their parents are
parents?
dead.
Yeah, man, they're.
That's part of their backstory. They're orphaned. It was like one of those dark rogue paths.
Does she
didn't
does
go
she give
rogue.
any weird looks when I introduce them as the twins?
Let me see. If any of you are interested for how Rubina and Urzmektok react, give me a perception check to see if you can tell or perceive any of their facial tics or anything like that.
Definitely would be curious.
Nadalia and Pajora do not. The twins do. Maybe because they're taking it personally.
Especially Sarasha.
Urzmektok is a bit more skeptical, and he remains as such. Rubina scans it back and forth, but then you see her come to an understanding like really damn quickly, like impressively quickly. Like is like a straight student for how well she catches on to things? Like, what the hell's going on? Kind of quickly. Almost as if it's like she realized something must have happened, and if you were not going to talk about it, she's not going to ask about it, kind of thing.
Well, if she doesn't ask, I'm not going to mention it. So
There
Right.
you go.
Oh, he died. He died. He got better. I'm not actually going to say that though. Again, if they don't
Yeah,
ask, we won't tell.
Majora's too soft spoken. Yeah, I assume.
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
Oh
Be like,
yeah.
"Oh, the
No.
last week he died." It was like, no, I don't think that's his style, but it's your character, so.
If she asks, I'd leave it up to the twins, but otherwise, she don't ask, we don't tell.
This is the military or something.
magic happened. Wow.
Drasimir looks past all of you and at the entrance to the room, because you are able to get like a pretty large study room in the dorms to have you seen the show Community?
Sort of.
It's okay to say no, but many episodes they're around one or like two huge tables pushed together, and it's
Oh,
like,
that show.
yeah,
I was like, what's this familiar?
and you got like one of those really good rooms that has a lot of space in it and everything, and so it does have enough room to support everyone being there, kind of thing. Jesmir looks past you because you're busy looking at Rubina and Earth McTalk, and you don't necessarily quite catch that Rampart comes in with Aurora and Quintelius.
I get to see my coworker, even though I didn't go to
Oh
work.
my.
Aurora Luna Winterstar?
Correct.
The famous singer?
Well, she says she thinks she's famous, or she should be, but
I addressed her how she chooses. And who was the other one?
Quintelius. Him.
Oh, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the other one.
He's in the
club.
he's in the Dead Language Society with Nadalia and Suki.
Well, I know Aurora from the tavern, right? Because I think we've seen her perform there.
Let's just say yes. And if you haven't seen her personally, you know of her reputation for her skills.
Fair enough. And then the other gentleman I'm not familiar with, but either way, him, and especially Rampart, because I know him. Like, hey, buddy.
He greets you all as loudly as you probably would expect of him, and you can see some of the other guests are like wincing when he gets really loud, and it's like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but geez, dude, kind of thing, yeah. And I need all four of you to give me a D100.
Okay,
We're gonna
start
die.
doing it now.
What'd you say, Denver?
We're gonna die.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh my god, I rolled an 8. Thank
Aw.
god this wasn't wild magic.
I am 1 point off the funny number.
Oh, poor Granny. Why do you keep rolling that one?
Because he likes it.
Damn.
God damn, Nadalia.
I was hoping you wouldn't have rolled high, but you did.
But we don't
Oh,
know what
no.
high means.
So a low number is good.
It was one of those below a threshold, and everything would have been fine. If one of you rolled higher than an 80, then it would not be a productive study session because of just how many people are there.
God damn it, I called it.
Yeah, but the average is below 80.
Oh, I wanted all of you to roll it. The a technical average, it wouldn't matter. If any of you rolled 80 or higher, it wasn't necessarily your greatest odds to do so. And the other three of you proved.
I'm still upset I was one off the funny number.
So I had a productive study session.
No, you are the reason it is not.
Damn. I would not have expected that from you of all people.
So
You will people.
what ends up happening is that there are plenty of people, and at the beginning, it is perfectly, you know, cordial, and people have their greetings. They have their, hey, this is my name, good to meet you kind of thing, and everyone gets everyone else out of the way kind of thing. No one's overly creepy or handsy or over invasively or in any way. And you are all able to get to study because it's not like one of those, oh, let's study. I forgot my book. It's like, no, everyone has their needed materials. Everyone knows what the fuck they're talking about. The person who ended up having the most efficient and prolific notes was Nadalia. And it was one of those things where it was almost like passed around, like, oh my god, I got to see the good notes kind of thing, because it's like you wrote them in like really nice pen. Like that day you had better penmanship than normal kind of thing, and so people were almost passing it around as if those were almost the cliff notes of cheating notes kind of thing for how high quality they were. And then start getting slightly rowdier because it's like it's getting later in the night, and it's one of those, I just want to get this over with, and if I can just get the good notes early, why do you get to see them for so long? I want to see them. That kind of shit starts happening. If it's like unintentional, starting small. So I'm gonna need all four of you to have, let me see, I'm going to say a wisdom saving throw to maintain concentration throughout the study session.
I'm theoretically good at that. I am practically good at that.
Oh.
You know what?
I'm gonna be chaotic about it.
Oh no.
So, Sarasha and Pajor are able to keep their cool because Sarasha is like, this is not one of my classes. I'll give a shit when I give a shit. I'm okay without her notes. Fuck it. And Pajor is like, guys, I got these notes just as good. I don't know what you're all about. I mean,
I wasn't even paying attention very much in class, and I got these good notes.
right? Nadalia is trying to get her notes back because even though you wanted to share them to one or two people, you still need them. They're your fucking notes. So you're just trying to get them from one person to another. You're so small, not everyone is able to pay attention to you literally physically. And so you're trying to chase people around who are handing your notes off from one side of the table to another and everything. And it just is really frustrating. Suki, you're trying to mind your own business and study properly, but you're not quite there, and it was just a little bit too much talking. You can't quite grasp everything properly. So, how at this point, it's going to affect what you want to do for roles. How are each of you going to study? What skill do you want to use for it, so you can explain how it's helpful?
I was gonna do the Arcana because of the magical nature of the beast. Because it's not
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And now I can't use it for studying.
What are we studying this time
So
around?
it'd be the 5 I forgot.
You are studying owlbears.
Crazy.
Yes,
Actually, I'm gonna think based on my really low roll. I think I'm getting really pissed that I don't have my notes anymore, and that nobody's listening to me because I'm too small. That I think I'd cast Thaumaturgy to have my booming voice to demand my notes back.
like, yo, notes now.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
my
like literally
God.
everyone in the room goes quiet and just stares at her. And like, oh shit.
And suddenly I have the picture of her in that adorable little picture she's got there, just all puffed up and angry.
Yeah, she is. And then slowly it gets handed one by one, like person to person, and just like the person right next to you hands it to you in a very shaky manner, not wanting to piss you off more.
She's
That's
scary.
better.
The only completely non-afraid looks are from Talana and Rubina. But if anyone actually wanted, you can give it insight if you actually cared about what they are feeling instead. But otherwise, how is everyone else going to study? As
Can I
far as
use
what check you want to do?
can I use animal handling?
Yeah.
I think I'll also do Arcana.
I imagine she's like thinking about how to touch a owlbear or something.
Oh my.
It wasn't that hard to guess for insight.
Hmm.
Talana and Rubina were both of the mind of like, that seems a little uncalled for and excessive. I'm sure if we did a little longer, it would have been fine. I don't know what that was called for. What was the insight for, Nadalia?
If I was gonna go back to studying now that I have my notes, but I'm too upset. Even if I have my notes back.
Well, I wouldn't prevent you from studying. But if that's the way you want to play it, okay.
I don't really want to play it that way, but that's what the rules are saying.
I only asked for insight if you want to find out what the people who weren't scared were feeling. But if that's what you want to do
Oh,
with your own character,
no, I can do it for that way.
yeah.
I
So
wouldn't
you
know.
didn't. So you weren't. Those two. So Nadalia realizes that Rubina and Talana aren't like full on. They had different facial expressions. They weren't like full on like freaked out by what you said and did and everything. They're different, but you weren't. They were pretty inscrutable otherwise. How would Nadalia want to study? Just like go through the books, go through her notes, kind of thing with a history check.
Yeah, I can do the history check. This is not a good day for studying for me.
Reminder that all of you have your student dice to add to this if you want to.
I don't have our.
Oh, I can use mine now?
Yes.
If you're using a
said,
skill that you
yeah.
have student dice for.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like just in general. No, I don't have
do you have an animal handling dice?
No, I'm just asking in general. Gosh, you guys are making assumptions. Goodness.
If you have it for the associated skill, yes.
So we've got two, but it's supposed to be one die for one and one for the other, right?
It's one die per roll. You could do 1,000 Arcana checks in one day. You could only do one per one roll. So both of you are now at 9, like a 9 history and 9 Arcana. Got it.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is we both have a really good bonus. We just rolled shit.
You rolled identical. Yeah. So the only person in this whole entire player group that got a good study session gotten out of tonight was Russia.
Neat.
Would you say that the others were bad or just not?
It wasn't detrimental. They just
Okay.
didn't get what they wanted out of it. You're not going to get the bonus for the actual testing day for it.
But we're not going to get a deficit. That's all I was wondering.
It's not deduction. It's I mean, you got 5. You're not gonna be. They're not gonna be. They didn't get that bad. They got 9s. They're fine.
Am I not?
You're fine too.
Oh, okay.
As I said, you're not going to get a deduction or anything for the coming day. It's just the fact that you didn't get the boost that studying well would have given you.
Yeah.
Which, as a reminder, is an advantage on on one of the rolls for the following day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first portion of the test. By the way, at the end of the night, people are like having like they had their like tea and snack during the long study sessions, and it was not made a big deal because you're all adults and whatnot. And it was one of those. It's getting late. Let's wrap this up. And there are some more diehard studiers and others. Among the people you thought that studied the hardest or got the best results probably would be Talana, Rubina, and Urzmaktok. Everyone else might have done okay, but those two were like definitely got something out of the study session, and the three of them appreciated an efficient manner of. They didn't think a study group of this size would be efficient enough to get things done properly, but they were they were happy that they were proven wrong. And that's basically how they have their farewell. And then the following day comes, and for Sarasha's sake, I will ask, did you want to cheat on the test?
No. You
have completely different roles than the test requires.
What? Wait. What was the test require?
I'll tell you when you actually go through the test.
Oh God. Okay.
But cheating is always the same roles, and none of the tests are ever going to have these two specific roles. So it's always going to be different than what the test is going to have.
I feel like it would be in character for her to do it, but like specifically stealthily, not trying to like do other weird ways of cheating.
So are you saying Sarasha would cheat?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. She's not as smart as these other people.
Okay. So that's the road you're going down. You cannot go. I'm not going to allow you to back out of it now that you've officially decided as such.
Why is this feeling deja vu?
Because you did cheat before.
So, for everyone else, the other three of you, I will. Okay. So the other three of you are dealing with owlbear disposition and habits, choosing the correct multiple choice answers regarding owlbear's hunting, eating, mating, fighting, and living habits. Give me a nature check for the three of you.
Nature.
And Sarasha, because you're underhanded, give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I am theoretically good at this. I'm not terrible at this.
Because it is a new day, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be chaotic about this.
You did not need to be, but okay.
You never know with these kind of things.
I'm just really hoping a 14 is enough.
Okay, and that is the first portion of the test. The second portion of the test is about owlbear companions, where you write short essays on common methods for taming, training, and handling owlbears, and on keeping owlbears as companions. This will require, for the three of you, animal handling. Sarasha, I'll need deception.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
So what you're saying is use my -1 instead of my 5.
Yes. You decided on this.
Oh,
and
well,
you rolled an 20.
The dice said fuck you. Trying to put me down, y'all.
No, this is the module where it said that needed to happen if you're going to cheat instead of actually go through the test. You do sleight of hand and deception.
He gave you the option.
You chose to cheat.
I didn't realize that it would be so different.
Why? You had a +5 for your sleight of hand. You seemed okay with that.
It's okay. I'll take my 19, my natural 19.
No, it's an unnatural 19.
While the tests are being collected, I want all of you to give me a perception check.
I'm theoretically not terrible at that. I am good at that.
Every time you say that, like, it's really good.
Not every time.
Yeah, he had that middling roll after saying that.
In the direction of Suki, the other three of you are on like since it's like a four-sided table kind of thing. The three of you are closer to one side of a different table, and that's where you hear this from, where it's like a prop at this year's festival uses flashes of light to simulate a gaze attack, just like a basilisk. And Suki hears some random crap like dragon, goat, and lion puppet.
Okay.
So that's what Suki
I
heard,
like
more or
goats. Do you fish?
less. Yeah, the other three heard the thing about the basilisk thing, and Suki heard the thing about the other animals or creatures, I should say. And
Wait, Suki or Sarasha?
Suki,
You
he had the
rolled good.
shittiest perception.
Oh,
You're one of the three who heard about the potential basilisk prop.
gotcha.
And if I will let Sarasha make an insight check to see what 2 and 2 can add together for.
Okay. We're gonna find the Chamber of Secrets.
You realize they're talking about, the Playtris Drama Guild and the upcoming Rose Stage Festival. It's going to happen later this year that people in the drama club are waiting or training for. You've heard enough gossip around school that some people are excited about it. Whether it's like the people who are like, I'm not going to be acting in it, but I like to go see the plays. Those kind of people. You've heard them around campus before because you pick up trash a lot of places. And you have only about enough time to hear such small amounts of snippets of gossip before you end the class. And so then the results are in because this is a quick turnaround for grades. So it's always at least one bonus for the school. You don't got to wait like a week or some shit to dread if you passed or not.
Hopefully I passed, not just failed.
So, as far as the first portion is concerned, you're all good.
Neat.
We all passed?
Let's see. For the sake of passing, all of you passed. For the sake of acing, everyone but Suki aced.
That makes sense with that 8 overall.
Oh. So.
That new test dice, or
Yes.
Huzzah.
For the rest of the school year, you get a new student dice specifically for nature and animal handling.
Oh.
For everyone who aced it. Or at least acted like they did.
Wait, and that included Sarasha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like a magical reward given to you by the school, being like, you know what? Good on you for acing this class and acing this test. You're pretty cool, kind of thing. And you fake. It's one of those fake it till you make it, and so you did this time. So yes, you currently have a student dice until the end of the school year for nature. One student dice specifically for nature, one for animal handling.
And do they reset these ones?
Once per long rest. But I'll be lenient for it. So you have, you have like 2 student dice. If you want to use both for nature or both for animal handling, you can, but it's only 1 per roll, kind of thing. And it's 2 specifically for these 2 things. So I don't know how you don't organize that shit, but whatever. That is how the test went down. None of you failed.
See, to
Huzzah!
all you gotta do is walk up to it.
And Sarasha learned that all you have to do is cheat.
Actually, yeah. So I should learned no good moral lessons from this. It might have even learned the wrong ones. Where it was like, is acing a test and cheating that easy in this place? Shit. And it's like she got a talking to last time she tried cheating in a class. Like this time it was so fucking easy. Oh my god. Maybe she just had bad. It was a bad anti-fluke or something like that last time. But like, nah, it's pretty easy this time, right? So now having your new student dice, for those of you who do, if I recall correctly, Sarasha has 2, and both Medallia and Pajora have four of the dice for the test now.
I'll ace one of them.
So I have 4 test dice.
Well, the original one had, the Arcana one. Remember?
Yeah, Arcana and Insight.
Yeah, and now you
And
have.
then this one.
Then there's Nature and Animal
Okay.
Handling, so that'd be 4.
And I can use them in any combination of these, including
two for the Insight Arcana, 2 for the Nature and Animal Handling.
Okay, so I'll do it like this.
Interchangeable otherwise. So if you want to do both for Nature or both for Animal Handling, I don't care.
There we go.
And
That was a test, wasn't it?
yes, it was. Why?
Isn't it the test we level?
No. This next time you level, you have to get the doll first before you level. You remember that by now. That's why I was warning you so many times during when you to the manor before. If you after you get the doll and turn it in, you level to level 3.
Oh, I thought we had leveled beforehand. That's why my brain is
No,
so
you were only
confused
level
about
2
that.
still. That's why so many of your health was still in the teens. It ends up being that it is once again turns. So academics.
Woo.
Because of course, that's why I warned you it was going to be a lot of today turns.
Would this be in the same day, or would this be another day?
Another day.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything in particular between the 2 days that you wanted to mention?
I can't really go and adventure quite yet, so no.
But if you wanted to have a conversation between any of their party members, I don't want you to feel like you can't have an opportunity for that.
Well, I could give Perjora the Drift Globe.
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah, might
Would
as well.
Suki think of it?
Yeah.
Would he try to confer with his other Lorehold person of like, okay, dude, we're the good adventuring spot? Or is it one of those, I'll do it when I'll do it. It's okay. It'll come when it comes.
Well, thinking of it that way, I could ask Sarasha if she wanted to go back to that alley, because I figure that's.
You don't know that she went there for sure. Because she never told you that's actually where she went. It was just in the vague vicinity, and you happen to assume that one. She never confirmed that she actually went there because she never told you any of you shit about it.
I could ask.
You
if
saw
she
her
wants
the
to
next
go to an
morning. Yeah,
alley.
you just saw her the next morning. It was like, yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Saws, I gotta go for a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do. Are we doing another class club job?
Yes.
Class will be computational magic this time, and then job and club. I don't know how long I'll be gone, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I could ask Sarasha if she wants to go to a alley that I almost died in.
You say that to her?
Not in those exact words, but if she wants to go visit a
That might be how she
alley.
interprets it.
What exactly does he say?
Did you want to go visit an alley that seems kind of dangerous?
There's another one?
I've only seen one.
You know, there's a very weird alley that I've been to. I guess that's what makes us twins. You know, we live parallel lives.
Yeah.
Let's go see your alley.
Let me go talk to Nadalia about her map for that alley. before we go? Would Nadali want to join, or would you just...
Yeah, I join.
Okay. To the alley.
To be honest, for how much time this will probably take, I'm going to consider this. You are not in the computational magic with Voss,
I am
with
not.
Bajora. Yeah. I'm doubting Dahlia is either.
Yeah, I'm looking at my classes again. I don't think I don't have that class.
I'll skip in.
Well, I mean, this...
I never took that class.
Yeah.
So I knew there were some classes I skipped, and so that was
So
the class I
he is
skipped.
computational magic right now, and during this other portion of time, the three of you are going to the alley.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a dangerous idea, but might as well.
Yep. What else were we doing with this class time? You know, it's all we're without one of our friends. Gotta find something to do.
Oh my goodness. We can see the alley.
Oh my god.
It's almost like he knew you'd be back to this, so he made a map.
Oh yeah, that. Sorry, I had.
You're good.
I like I was gonna be able to foresee with that you got fucking reincarnated to get over it.
I know. That's what I was. That's why I didn't say anything. That's why I just switched it.
Like there's no. Yeah.
Well, when Sarasha arrives and sees that it's the exact same alley, she'll probably say something like, "Holy King Cobra." This, or whatever the equivalent. He's like, "Whoa, this is where I was," and I think there's some suspicious stuff here. I got a letter, you know.
You probably get closer to the alley before you talk about that. If you're gonna look
That's
down
what I
at
mean.
stuff, you move your tokens.
Is it this
Oh.
one or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I didn't know
That's
for
a
certain.
tiny alley.
I mean, it was.
I told you it's only 5 feet
wide.
across.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a secret door along here, according to the map. I'm not
Would
sure where.
Nadalia share her map details with the two of you, and you look over it before you go in, or
Yes.
is okay? Is Sasha? What was Sasha going to declare about some alley or something?
Oh, she let them know that she got a letter saying get mind the damn business.
So something.
Those
is
are
for
marked
sure
on the
down
map. And it's very obvious to the three of you that the black area is meant for the spike trap, but only Sarashi knows firsthand what the green bit is meant for. Sarashi, give me an insight check. That's good enough. You already realize that after your brother is no longer also a Yuan-Ti, it's more dangerous to him than before for getting to that poison gas.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah. You know, I could just like spit in his face a lot with poison spray to him build an immunity.
That's not how it works.
If
Oh,
only.
okay.
How do the three of you want to go about this?
Very carefully, if we do anything.
Does Sarasha let us know about the poison gas?
Oh, is it how is it marked on the map?
The green.
Green.
Yeah, a foreboding green, like a cross stitching of like the color pencil kind of look, kind of mark to it,
Okay.
in a very particular shade of green.
Yeah.
And you know the area that encompasses is like the area that you had poison gas with before.
Yeah, so she'll point to it and let them know, there's poison shit here. Don't, be careful.
I have the spell Gust.
Oh, that might be.
I would try to cast Gust. See if I can blow
Right
the
now?
poison gas away. Well, I mean, how far away is it again? Because
It's not. You don't see currently anywhere on there right now. You see what you only get this info because of the map. You
Mhm.
see a straight, clean on both walls and the ground, sheer flat sandstone looking flooring and walling. It's just that you happen to know that there's more than meets the eye than just the sheer flatness of it.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure too. Is this accurate in terms of measurement that it actually is like 30 blocks, 30 feet away?
Yeah, each square is 5 feet. It's 5 feet right here. This is 10 feet, and this is the last 15 feet.
Because I could fly over the gap, and then I could cast Gust in the poison area. Or can I cast Gust while flying?
I don't see why you
Yeah,
can't.
you have arms and wings.
I think that would be my goal then. Or does it activate the poison gas by pressing on a pressure plate first?
You don't know. You haven't gone that far.
Well, Sarasha knows.
Yeah, so I think would Sarasha let us know how it works?
Yeah, she would let you know at least in her mind what happened, because she clearly wasn't flying and it happened, and she walked forward and then the gas, came.
She was right here the first 5 feet after the gap, and that's when she just stepped onto the ground itself, and she didn't feel any pressure plate, even though she has really high perception. That it was one of those huge, kind of like halberds, like stabbing you from all the way from going across, kind of thing, and trying to impel you from the side of the wall. Then when she got to the center of the area, that's when the poison gas started. But she was stubborn, so she got to the last 5 feet, and then she collapsed. So how do you want to start going about this? Because currently, there doesn't look like there's any trap currently active or exposed.
Well, we'll have to get to the poison gas, but we have to be careful about the pit trap.
Yeah, I'd say the pit trap's the hardest part because it makes the retreat hard as well as the getting over there hard.
Because both sides of both walls are 30 feet high and sheer. No windows, no footholds, nothing.
Can we just have Suki go first?
Why would that be better? Like what?
Yeah, why? You have the dexterity to dodge them, and you know the traps are coming, so you would have advantage.
Okay, all right, fine. She'll go first. She'll just go forward.
If that's what you want to do, go ahead and take your step 5 feet forward. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I would hand Nadalia the end of the rope just in case.
With this saving throw, you are able to avoid all kind of like little darts flying from one side of the wall to another, almost like you were dancing with it, kind of thing. Like how you see in fancy movies, like people dancing on the lasers and shit. You were dancing around all the little darts flying around. And however, this time you notice they were going in a different pattern than before. And they're different looking darts than you saw before.
They changed their tactic.
Are these all going to be saves, or are any of these going to be ability checks?
I can't say for now.
Just because Suki's not quite as dexterous as Tarasha, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Yay!
Sarasha would have made it like right here to the edge, right at the edging before the spike trap would be triggered. For what you know for the area for the spike trap to be triggered, and you end up like right on the edge, right past the darts. And all of you see that there are once again no holes in the walls, and they're just gone. Um, and any only people who are proficient in it give me an Arcana check.
Why'd I have to roll a nat 20 there?
Both of you rolled high enough to realize that there is really very likely some kind of illusion magic cloaking the concept of like the dart holes and other protrusions on the walls and things, as to make it look as if they weren't there.
Hmm. Too bad we don't have any way of getting rid of that.
I have identify. Would identify be helpful?
It's an object. You'd have to like it's not necessarily a full-on magical object because you find one of the holes doesn't mean it's about discovering all the magical properties of one single object. Would Sarasha continue, or would one of you try to catch up to her on the other side, kind of thing?
I would also be coming in after she got through to try to get close.
Because
I'm not
I'm trying
going
to
to enter the alleyway yet.
because I'm trying to be kind, I will let you do one of two things for this first time because you saw how she did it, and she did it right in front of you. You can give me a dexterity save or an acrobatics check.
It's the same roll, but because of guidance, I'm going to try acrobatics.
That's why I said I'm trying to be nice here, okay? So with an 8, you are hit square in the shoulder by one of the darts before you get over here. Give me a con saving throw.
Why the con be? Why?
You had to shake it off while you took the extra couple of steps to equalize the distance with your sister, and you had to shake what you had to shake off what you felt was probably a type of um, grogginess. So you don't know what was in those darts, but you know it definitely wasn't poison like before.
Wait.
And the two of you are you're able to pick the dart out of your shoulder and stuff, but there's like no liquid left in it. And the two of you are like one step away from activating the trap of spikes, or at least that's what you knew it to be last time.
So with how it felt like maybe it would be a sleep effect.
You're not sure. You shook it off too easily.
Because I'm an elf now, I can't be put to sleep magically.
You were feeling groggy. You weren't sure what the effect fully would have been. You did too good of a job shaking it the fuck off, dude. You didn't get too much. You didn't get enough feel for what it was supposed to be.
Well, can Nadalia avoid the trap by
yeah.
flying?
What is your next step, so to speak?
I don't know whether it'd be easier to deal with the trap if it's open or closed.
Because you know for a fact Nadalia is literally not strong enough to carry one of you over it.
Yeah.
Can we just
So small.
jump?
Jump straight 10 feet.
I think you'd have to have a.
It's a very high athletics check to just not run jump it.
Why not do a wall jump like Mario?
Okay. What if I used Zephyr Strike, the wall, and then like used my now a
Go ahead,
bunch of
blink Zephyr Strike.
okay,
Show
I
us in
can't
chat. Show us in chat.
I can just fucking punch the wall.
No. Details of the spell.
Because it does say.
You zip around during attacks.
Yeah. So like, why can't I do it like zip and hit the wall? I really just want to punch something. Not Suki. I know what you're thinking. She's
No,
not
you're not.
abusive.
No, I was thinking about how if you want to try that, I was going to think about how high to make the check.
Then it'd be easier to just do a regular jump then, wouldn't it?
Possibly.
Okay, then she'll do it. She'll do a regular
You just
jump.
try to straight jump 10 feet.
Let me Google something real quick. Okay. All right. Yeah, long jumps need strength. So no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, this is about jumping height. This is about jumping length. Yeah.
He did say athletics, so yeah, that is a strength ability.
Have we tried just walking across it like normal? Like, what if it's an illusion too? Not that she knew.
That's
there
what you
was
tried
a limit.
initially. That's what you tried initially, which triggered it the first time. Then you made a save to get on the side of it.
And I did fall into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If you
Well,
mention, hey,
yeah.
maybe this is an illusion too, if we said out loud, then I would say I did fall in, so I know it is real.
I say we shoot something over to the other side and make like a tightrope. Yeah,
Something.
Even
tightrope.
with your good passive perception, there is nothing that you can see to shoot and have it stick into
It's saying
Damn.
or tie off on, kind of thing. Like, let's just throw this grappling hook connected to rope and have it catch onto something. There's something to catch onto. That's
Well,
my point.
why can't we just do like why can't we just tie a rope to Nadalia? Nadalia flies over, and then one of us walks over the rope, and then the other person gets picked up by Nadalia, who flies over and
That
then
is
flies.
dependent on Adalia being heavier to to maintain and support your weight in the first place. And instead of you just dragging her down into the pit with you.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting she's really tiny.
She is small, yeah. Like, how short are you? Like 3 foot something again?
Super duper small.
Yeah, 3'4". Yeah, she's only like three. She's less than 4 foot tall. So yeah, she's not going to weigh enough in order to counterbalance any weights for people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's the only way. That's the only way Allens can fly without wearing medium or heavy armor. Yeah, she is super light. Yeah. So what is the next step? What are the next thing you got? Any of you want to do?
What does the ground look like here? Is it just like tiled floor, or?
It's like, you think of any desert-based movie you've ever seen in a desert kind of city, where it looks like flat rock kind of ground. It looks like that. There might be some sand a little bit scattered across it, but there's no patterns, no shapes or letters or anything spelled in it, nothing like that. It's just like flat ground. That's it.
Could I try walking where I know that it doesn't tip in? Or that slight path along the side.
Is there a ledge?
There's a minor ledge you have to have a really good check for in order to not break itself.
I have a question for Suki.
Yeah.
Do you know Elfish?
I assume not, because I don't learn the language that I.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, just
Yeah.
because he came back as the high elf doesn't mean he knows Elvish.
Yeah, I know.
If he didn't know before, he's not going to magically know it now.
I know. I was looking at my character sheet and realized I know Elvish. I don't know why,
yes,
but like
we
that's
to do
ironic.
Elvish. We already had it, so it. But
Anyways, yeah, I guess we should just walk. Is that like our only option right now?
Well,
Up to
kinda.
you.
Well,
Technically, you could just leave.
That's why I was asking about the side, because it's like I doubt if they would have a pressure point like right there to trigger it.
They could be sadistic. You never know.
Maybe.
What is the check for that?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Would Nadali want to?
It's like asking a random enemy. It's like, hey, what's your AC again? It's like, if you're not keeping
Right.
track, I'm not telling you.
Fine. She's gonna gather her balls and walk across on the little ledge.
You don't see any ledge though.
Well, you said there was a ledge. What do you mean?
After you already triggered it, there appeared to be one on the edging
Yes.
of it, but you don't know where it starts and where it stops unless it's already triggered.
Oh. Shit.
Are you thinking you're just trying to tiptoe at the very edge against the wall kind of thing?
All right, I'm back.
That sounds dangerous. How about we just thorn whip everywhere? Thorn whip the whole fucking floor and then trigger something.
That
Pajor
sounds dangerous.
Pajor is in class. No one shares that class with you, so they're out exploring the alley.
Oh, okay. Well,
You have
then
a
I am in
pleasant
class.
you have a pleasant drama-free class for the record.
Huzzah!
Would Nadali want to fly
Actually,
in
for,
and
real
use
quick,
guidance again?
real quick, Voss, I need a history roll from you.
Oh, okay. I was on the wrong tab, not bio. There we go. History.
You actually caught the eye of the teacher, and they gave you a clockwork amulet for doing a good job.
Ooh.
You still have guidance on you because it's a concentration spell.
Nope,
I
it
spent
was
it.
burned with his acrobatics. It's used up on the very next check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have to recast it again.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so it's not that bad, but keep in mind, it's only for ability checks. Yeah, the equivalency for that for saving throws is called resistance.
I have to walk over there, or I could fly over there, right? I can still touch him while flying.
Yeah, you can. I see no issue with that.
Does it still trigger the trap?
She's flying. She's barely touching you, who hasn't even triggered it yet. So no.
I meant the
Flying over it does
arrows.
nothing for it.
I didn't know if
she's
it was
flying
like
too high. She's flying so high. There. It is. How high are you flying, by the way?
Well, I have to come back down again to touch Suki.
But how high are you flying? So you might want to miss the darts. Like how high up do you go?
8 feet, 10 feet up.
I'm going to say that you have high enough intelligence to realize, because you watched it happen for both Sarasha and Suki, you have a good enough memory, because it just fucking happened, that you saw that the darts go up to a full 10 feet high.
Oh, they go higher than 12 feet up high.
Yeah, if you fly above the 10 feet mark, you don't trigger the darts whatsoever. And you can fly back down to go touch Suki, and nothing else triggers from you doing so. So you have an extra for the next minute. You have an extra 1d4 for the next ability check. Which one do, Suki?
I know roughly which side I was able to see that crevice on, right?
What do you mean crevice?
The pathway along the side.
Well, that's not a crevice. A crevice is like you're saying a ravine or some shit. This is the opposite of a crevice. You saw it on both sides, but because you realized you did badly on one check last time, you kind of broke it with your fall. You don't know how, and you realize you probably have to be really dexterous in order to not break what you're trying to step on in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I am going to put my back up against the wall, and then put like the sides of my feet against the wall, and then slowly move across where the trap will be.
Like over here?
Yeah.
Okay. You trigger the ground beneath most of your feet collapsing, and I will need a dex saving throw from you.
You know what? I think it's time to be using tides.
You make the save and are barely not engulfed by flames.
Oh, that's different.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
From the bottom of the pit to the top, right below where your feet are, there are consistent flames where it's like up to your knee level for where Suki is walking. Knee level, all the whole entire pit distance is just straight up as if someone's shooting a flamethrower nonstop kind of look, but like multiple of them for shooting spouts of flame.
So if we're all seeing this and we know it's different, okay, it's safe to assume then that the end is probably different too then.
Maybe.
You can discuss that amongst yourselves.
Would I have to make another save to try to go further?
You're able to not fall in and be able to maintain your current footing. If you were to go forward, you can you would need another save to get on to make sure you are able to make the next air to keep on going forward and without falling as well, because like baby side steps during this is a bit more stressful rather than just jumping back over here on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So depends on what you want to do. Sarasha sees similar tiny bits of footing on the edge, mirroring the small little bit that her brother's standing on.
Can you repeat that? I was chewing too loudly.
The small crap that he's standing on, it's also on your side.
Oh, okay, so I should walk on it.
Dex save. Like, would you really walk on it when you see that there's such a small amount of space between the fire and the what there is? But yeah, you're able to make it
He's trying to get to the other side.
without enough strength. Yeah. To walk further would require another save. Do either of you want to continue?
I want to, but I
Yes.
don't want to die.
Another dex save. It is an extremely close call, but you're able to make it to the edge. Do you get more solidly on this area or just stick at the edge?
I think she would stick at the edge until at least other people were over there too.
Would Nadalia be like rechecking her maps at this point? It's like I did not see fires over here.
Yeah, I'd be updating my map.
Well, I already died once, so how bad can it be to go forward?
You slip and you fall, and if Sarasha wants to save you, I would need an athletics check from her to just make sure she grabs you and is able to hold on to you before you fall all the way into the fire.
Oh, that's a big risk, homie.
If Nadalia flies over to you, you can get an advantage on it if she helps you.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So athletics with advantage.
Oh my
You fucking
god.
needed it.
Yeah, you needed it. Okay, that's at least good. That is good enough.
You're both on the edge, and as far as you know, do not trigger anything when you're standing barely on the edge. And the dog is flying above you.
And
Okay.
I didn't take any fire damage from going somewhat into it.
You are on the very edge of it, like how the spikes weren't at the very, very edge of the spike trap. These flames aren't either. You were able to get a glimpse from down below. It's not like any mechanized. There wasn't any mechanism. It's just it looked as if there were coming from the floor itself in a
So
very
probably more illusions.
organized pattern.
Someone clearly does not want us here, but I'm gonna find out why.
While we're here, can I look for any hidden doors? Because as far as we know, that there should be, based off of the map.
Hidden doors. I guess you can try. What are you gonna? What do you intend on rolling for it?
Probably perception, because I can't really go forward without triggering anything else yet.
I guess if you want to, Suki, roll perception. For the purpose of finding hidden doors, you find none.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I'm
Damn.
gonna be able to, but it's worth a shot.
With that amount of a roll, you are able to see that both yours and your sister's feet are basically at the edges on the right off of a pressure plate.
Mm.
But it goes a whole entire length against the floor. You'd have to jump a sheer 5 feet to skip this pressure plate.
5 feet isn't
Should
as
be
bad as
easy, right?
10 feet.
No, but if you roll crappily, you're gonna trigger it anyway.
So what's the jump for 5 feet? It's just dex, please?
I would give you I would require an athletics check from you, but it wouldn't be as high of a check.
Damn, okay.
No, I can touch you first with my guidance.
Well,
Okay.
you'd take it away from me, but yeah, that can also
Well,
help.
if she's going first.
Yeah.
Yes, you could go first.
Yeah, I can still come back and touch you again afterwards.
Well,
Thank God for owl touches.
I mean, the last time I rolled athletics, it wasn't good because I don't think I've actually ever rolled it. I'm debating on whether I should just say, hey, I'm going to cast a spell to get Tiger
Oh,
back.
was your original guidance used up then? Because it says it's of your choice, not the
It
next
is a
one.
cantrip. You can cast it
a
over and
can-
over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
No, I
cantrip.
know, but the first time you said it was gone because it was the very next roll, but the
Well, because
description.
he used it up, so it
Yeah.
only it's I have to keep touching you. You get 1d4. You know, every time I keep touching you. So if you use your 1d4, I gotta touch you again.
Mm-hmm.
I know, silly gooses. It's just Saul's earlier said that it was the very next roll that
And he did. He used the acrobatics and used it up.
Yeah, because I used it on the very next roll.
Oh. Damn, English is hard. My bad.
So roll your athletics and get your 1d4.
This is Suki, right?
Sarasha, you're the one who just touched. What do you think? Who
Oh
do you
my
think Lindahl is by?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I
Go
don't
ahead and
know.
roll your 1d4.
I mean,
Unless you get a 10 on this 1d4, I think you're probably triggering it.
oh, a 4.
I feel so bad because this is kind of a waste. So you jump, and you immediately trigger it.
It's like
Okay.
your toes hit.
It's not that bad, right?
As you try to jump.
We are gathered here today.
It is now it seems to be a platform that tries to launch you back over here.
What?
I will need a strength saving throw to hold on to make sure you're not launched away.
Strength saving. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're able to hold on the other side of this platform and right before it fully closes back into the ground, you're able to lift off, and you are now currently safe on this 5-foot square. Only you.
Good.
But from your experience with traps, you realize it's very likely that Suki try to step even one step further onto the plate himself. It'll just try to relaunch both of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta get off first.
So we only
But what
have
if I go
one
too
hit
far
launcher.
forward?
Well,
It
Uh,
won't
figure
stop.
out.
It won't. Then you won't be. Then you won't be affected by it.
Okay, well, she's gonna go just enough forward to not
touch
like
you again
trigger
real quick.
another one.
Yeah.
Let me touch you real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Touch me. Go ahead.
I touch you again.
Okay. So yeah, just enough to not trigger or attempt to not trigger other traps.
And what does Suki want to do?
Well, I might as well.
Because
try
that was
to
kind of
jump
like a
over
once in a lifetime hold on for dear hold on for dear life kind of save that Sarasha made.
Yeah. You mind if I get some guidance as well?
Yes, yes, I'll come over here and touch you.
All right. Seeing as how I saw my sister fail, I'm gonna make sure I don't do the exact same thing.
That has its other downside. You jump directly into this area over here and trigger it.
You know what? I at least still have guidance because I didn't.
You had a really big jump.
Yeah, you've still got guidance.
And for the record, you stuck the landing like a motherfucking champ.
It's like, okay, so you how my sister failed. I will try not to do that. All right.
He was too determined.
Now what happens?
Mm-hmm.
This is when you do see gas coming out of streams of the wall up to 20 feet high.
All right, time for a gust.
I would need a well for you to
need-
know that there's gas happening to cast that. In a couple of seconds, it takes you to cast that. They still need to make one save.
Mm-hmm. I assumed at least one save was needed.
Constitution?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Not the one I'm good at.
Sarasha, you shake it off. Things get a little blurry, and for a quick sec, your brother almost loses his form to you, but you shake your head like no, not cool, not cool. I can do this kind of thing. And you're fine. Suki, you look around because like what the fuck's going on with this gas? You look around you and your sister is gone.
Oh,
So is Nadalia. Instead, there is an imp flying near you. Like it looks red and demonic, and there is a really evil-looking tiefling that has bearing sharp teeth and has sharp claws bared in your direction, looking at you menacingly. Your two friends are currently not there.
I'm gonna back away from them, meaning down further. Down the alleyway. I'm not good in close quarters.
This is the point in time where her gust hits, and for about a few seconds, Nadalia, you are successful. You push away all of the gas. Your wind is very powerful for what it needs to be in this moment, and you are able to dispel this gas in order to see that Sarasha is shaking it off and recovering, and Suki is both looking at you really freaked out. And about 5 seconds later, the gas comes back.
In that time, can Sarasha go towards Suki?
Yes. But you will need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool.
The feral tiefling is getting closer, Suki.
Oh, geez.
Seeing
What would you try doing? In your mind, this is a clearly hostile foe.
to make sure if I do get attacked, I don't hopefully don't get hit too hard, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, you cast it.
Yep. And I
Oh, wait,
did
is
have
this-
tides beforehand.
Is this a spell?
That'll cost a full spell slot, correct?
Yes, that takes a spell slot.
Oh fuck.
So make sure you reduce your number by 1, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to shift over my AC to make sure it matched what it should be.
This might be the end for us.
Oh, God.
Fireball!
No. You cast magic missiles, a 5th level spell.
Oh my god.
What? It's on the table!
Oh no.
Between the imp and the tiefling in front of you, who do you target? Or do you target both the different missile numbers or what?
How many missiles do I get again at 5th?
It was 3 for level 1 for like an extra missile per level. So it was like, oh god. So it's like, what, 7 missiles for 1d4 plus 1 or some shit?
God.
I think it would be 8, wouldn't it? Because it'd be 4. Wait, no, yeah. It would be 7. So 3 at the imp, and then 4 at the tiefling.
Okay, go ahead and roll. First, the imp. 3d4 plus 3.
I react with shield.
So I don't have to worry about
Missile.
that one.
Shield increase. I forget. Does shield actually make you immune to magic missile?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Then you react with shield, and all the missiles are completely nullified, and it just like pops into the shield. It does make contact, but you take 0 damage from it. And roll me 4d4 plus 4.
I'm just gonna roll the d4 and then add on the end of it. 3 and 4.
That's 10 damage. And out of the 4 at the end, it would be 14 damage. So Sarasha takes 14 damage.
Oh.
You're getting kind of hazy from this gas after you didn't save this time. And when you look up, your brother is nowhere to be seen. Near where he was standing after the gas is back, in this weird yellow haze, you see a really red tiefling with sharp claws and sharp teeth looking at you menacingly, and it just did a really sharp slash against your chest, which incidentally where all the missiles landed.
Oh man.
So you are now at lower health.
Yeah, but like how much though?
14.
As I said, you are minus 14 health from your max.
Yeah, but what about the slash?
No, that was what you interpreted as mentally.
Oh.
You're seeing friend as foe.
Gotcha. That sucks. We're all gonna die in here.
Do I get a save to stop the effect after I do a turn or something?
It's consistently you're consistently breathing it in.
Well, I thought she got rid of it for enough time for maybe.
She got enough time for Sarasha to walk closer to you. It is a consistent billowing of the gas. It's not just like we'll put like a little bit of gas, and after they do gust one time, they'll just get rid of all of it for forever, right? It's like no, it's a consistent thing.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are we still connected telepathically? Like if I said, "Are you here?" in my head or whatever, would they like would that confirm that they're still here?
You
I
can
mean,
try.
Okay, or she's like, "Yo, where at?"
Are you doing it specifically to your brother or just anyone around, like Nadalia or anyone else?
Literally just because she doesn't know they're still there. So like just like a around her, whatever the max
It has
radius
to be
is.
specific. You're close enough to him, but if Nadalia is further than 10 feet away, she's out of telepathic range for you.
It's actually 30 feet now.
Okay. So yeah, is Nadalia within range?
So definitely not in range of Suki. I might be in range of Sarasha.
So
'Cause
when
I
she tells out, you hear it in your mind, Nadalia, and Suki hears it, but he doesn't. He hears it something speaking telepathically to him, but to you, it sounds infernal, and you're like, I don't even know what you're saying. I'm only like half the words. What are you talking about?
can I roll like an insight check to see what I can understand? What try to infer
It would be
what
more
the language would
history
be?
because you're still learning the language.
History.
It translates roughly to um, it translates roughly to "Are you here?"
And that did feel like it was telepathic, so I know, like, hey, I
It
know
was
one person.
telepathically invasive, but something about this one felt different. You're not sure why. You don't know if it has anything to do with the weird gas stuff around or not. Nadalia, you heard it perfectly clear. It was Sarasha, and she did sound like herself,
It's almost like she's not affected by the gas right now or something.
right?
I would try to respond with, I'm at the end of the alley with a tiefling coming at me. Or
Sarasha, you hear Infernal coming into your head. Does Sarasha even know Infernal? I forget.
No.
No, she knows Draconic.
You hear Infernal coming into your head. You can't. It does not. For the record, it's not like Draconic. This is one of the few similarities. It's not the kindest, most French-sounding language or anything. I want you to know that it's not wonderful sounding.
Omelette du
Yeah, she's
fromage.
like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That thing could be like, trying to intimidate me for all I know.
Or for all you know, it's one of those like to take take over your mind via a spell kind of telepathy kind of thing. You don't know what's going on fully. You just know you're getting Infernal spoken into your head.
I think it might be time.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Sarasha.
Oh, that's wait, yeah, what the fuck? Why am I not healing myself? I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. We don't want to die.
I will have. Let me see. Or initiative.
Oh, will I be able to get the Cure Wounds in?
We'll see.
Oh, okay.
Not because you're
Why
fighting
does it
anyone in
show up
particular,
here?
like any enemies, but because you're trying to do things in a very quick succession.
Damn, look at that.
I don't know why that changes in there so often. And now I can't even change it.
Yeah,
it says
you are, I will say the healing word happens as the initiative is rolled, so that's fine that you healed for 5. Yes, you can use, it's your turn, you can use your action for healing yourself if you want. Obviously.
Hmm. Yeah, but now that we're in turn
Right,
order.
right now, you're in front of what you see is a threatening tiefling that already got you good in the gut, in the torso, so.
Yeah, he fucking did, didn't he? Mm-hmm.
From your perspective, that's what happened.
So now can we punch him?
If you want to, you can. You have weapons.
Wait, can we move out of range of the gas?
Yeah, but you might be flung away.
Isn't that what we want if we're not trying to die?
Well, when I stepped over here, you were kind of in my way, so I couldn't do that. So.
Oh shit! No.
I forgot to do that before. Yeah. So yeah, the gas extends toward this 15-foot length, 20-foot high gas area in the
Okay.
walls. This particular spot, it tries to fling you back.
Okay.
Past it, right now, you both are suffering from the effects of the gas. But if that's what you want to do, you can try walking back over here and getting flung.
Yeah.
Is that your attempt? Is
Well, I mean, that thing kind of did hurt her, and literally one of her traits is if you do me an injury, I'll crush you.
before your eyes, Suki, there is like red glowing light around the tiefling in front of you, and some of their wounds heal.
Oh, great, they can heal.
Or demons or something, totally. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. So, anyways,
You're first. What does Sasha want to do?
Where'd all my weapons go? Oh, a short sword. There we go. I found it. Actually, no. She's gonna be a dick and spit in the face.
Con save, Matt.
I'm theoretically good at those. I am good at those.
So
okay.
you spit in the tiefling's face, and he just shakes it off completely. Nothing happened.
Fucking tieflings. All right.
But Suki, you didn't know the tiefling was just gonna spit at you in poison. It's kind of fucked up.
Well, then for the bonus action, she'll activate Zephyr Strike. Oh, wait a minute.
But it doesn't look the same kind of poison your sister would spit. Instead of like her spitting green, say she spits green poison for being snakish, this is more of an orangish red poison that you know could be different. But you're able to shake it off regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll do Zephyr Strike and hopefully not lose concentration.
That poison spray was your action.
Yeah, Zephyr Strike is a bonus action.
Okay. So let's see if you can keep concentration. Good luck.
Oh, you mean like to move now? I can't move now. I didn't hit him with a weapon.
Do it.
Well, the fact is, until the spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't require weapon hitting at all.
Yeah, I know, but like,
If you
would
wanted
she
to run
really,
away, you could.
would she really waste the opportunity to use an advantage weapon attack? So she's going to end her turn, and next turn, this tiefling is going to get his ass handed to him.
Nadalia, all hell's breaking loose there. You have good enough perception to spy your two party members are in there, but they do not seem like they're being friendly to each other at all.
Yeah, I'd be confused by the side I'm seeing, that it's all like, I might be able to forgive the magic missile because that's just how wild magic is.
Yeah,
But,
your intelligence have to know like some chaos shit happens.
Yeah, weird shit's happened before, so that makes sense. But I've never really seen Sarasha attack her own brother like this before.
I mean, technically you did.
But since I was hearing telepathic communication before, and Sarasa should have seen me before, so I don't know why she would ask, where I am. So I'll communicate telepathically with them, and it's all like, why are you guys fighting each other?
Would you? Oh, you did move closer.
You both hear infernal. Give me a history check to see how much you understood of that fully, Suki. What comes into your head is roughly translated for what you can understand of it is, why are you fighting?
I guess then I would respond with, I'm trying not to die.
More in you get that directly from Nadalia for Suki's response. Sarasha does not seem to give a response at all. You can, Denver, but what you got in the first place was only infernal. You had no idea what the fuck it meant.
I think she probably would respond, but just like in cusses, like, get the fuck out of my head type shit.
And that's not the kind of response you're normally used to for getting from Sarasha. Poor Natalia. I'm not going to qualify that as your action or anything like that, because it's like, if you can do a really super quick exchange of words, it's fine. It's not like you, as long as you don't have like paragraphs upon paragraphs of like discussions and everything, and I hope that's a turn.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. If I could do, I'm trying to think of, because I could just keep trying to talk to see, since Suki can understand some. Not that I would know that he would that I'm speaking Infernal to him or anything like that, but I seem to be getting more through to Suki than I am getting through to Sarasha at all. Because I don't know why Sarasha would cuss me out like that. Just asking why you fighting.
Like sad owl.
Sad owl.
Like the elephant's not here. He's over in class, like studying up a storm and earning himself a nice amulet. Like, you guys don't even know.
But the only one I'm thinking of, just for a minute, just to get them to stop fighting with each other, I've been kind of debating, and I have Mold Earth as well, so I was thinking I can make a wall between them. Because it seems like them looking at each other looks like they're agitating each other more, so they should stop looking at each other. Because you said the ground was sandy, so I could probably make a sandy stone barrier between each other.
Before either of you can do much of anything else, the tiefling seems to shake their arms, and a wall comes up as divides and becomes a divider between the two of you.
I thought I was a flying imp.
No, that's not how they interpreted it. They misinterpret a lot of shit due to the gas.
No. How
But
high?
that would be your action, yeah.
Well, like it's
It's 5 feet tall. It's 5 feet tall wall, because you can only do 5 feet stuff at a time.
Yeah, I was about to say, so we can still see each other.
Depends how tall you both are. It's one of those, if you're like peeking over, it's like, sure, you can see their forehead or some shit, but for the most part.
Sarasha is 5'8", so.
Yeah, you can still basically see like the edging of the top of the wall, and like you look like eye to eye over it.
Because I am an inch taller.
Did you want to do anything else during your turn?
I'm gonna tell him to chill out.
Which one?
Both of them. It's telepathically.
You hear a slightly indignant infernal message again, Sarasha, and I need another history check from Suki.
Mm-hmm. I rolled it because I figured you needed one.
Okay. It's not an exact phrasing for this in Infernal, so it only roughly translates to you need to stop that.
Oh no.
God, is that you?
Well, as I said, Sarasha only hears more Infernal.
No, I feel like once again she would continue cussing them out and then like saying the fucking tiefling's gotta die.
Nadalia, you see no tieflings.
I'm so confused.
They're in like pale yellow gas. You see them pretty clearly. They're like a little obscured, but not by much. And the gas is still tall enough, so it goes above where you put the wall between them, because you realize, oh shit, they're taller than that. Damn it.
There's always next turn.
do you do anything else during your turn?
I think that's it, like from action and stuff, right? So
Okay.
unless actually, how healed is Sarasha? I already cast my action.
A little over bloodied from your vantage point,
She looks much better than earlier, that's for sure.
but you're still a little over bloodied. You're not. She's not full health by any means, but she's not bloodied. Do with that information what you will.
I'm just looking if I have anything that's a bonus action.
Besides healing word,
Yeah, I can do healing word again.
or you technically could do the whole channel divinity thing to get your healing word spell slot back.
But I still got a spell slot for now. I can do that once I run out.
Okay. Okay. You did. So you wanted to cast it again on her? Okay. So, Sarasha, you faintly hear something infernal being said, and you see red light going around you, and you actually feel a little better.
Oh, okay.
So, from your perspective, maybe some cussing it out made it mellow out and help you. That was bonus action, and did you want to move much?
Nah, I'm just gonna stay between them.
Yeah, I would say that you're on like the you're like you're sorry I would say like you're on the edge of the wall kind of thing, but you're 10 feet above the gas, so you're not affected by it whatsoever, and you are close enough to cast any 30-foot spells to them, and you're within telepathic range kind of thing. So we have a Suki, not Goswin.
Still don't know why that hasn't been able to change.
I don't know either.
It's like everything says Sugi in that, so I'm like.
Did you change his token's name?
Let's see. I did
Like
change
in the
it last
settings?
time. Why did it switch back?
Yeah, but if Saws doesn't hit the save his default token, then it
He's the
will.
one who put this new token out in the first place. So
Yeah, but you have to save it as a default token, otherwise, because like he'll just keep pulling out the old one.
update default token.
Oh yeah, whatever the hell it is.
Anyway, fine, I did that. So Suki, you had lots of like infernal asking you why are you here. You should stop that. Let's put a like a big earth wall in between us.
So I'm currently in a 5-foot cube of space, right? I'm blocked off on all sides.
Yeah, and there are still gas coming in from the side of you at a slow rate.
To ensure that I can get out of here, can I like try to figure out like if there's like any handles for doors or anything around here?
What was your passive perception again?
Well, I wasn't gonna look. I was actually gonna feel for him.
Oh, like use your action and time to do it right now.
Yeah, like an investigation more so, because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to see it.
Go ahead, roll me investigation.
All right.
See if you can find any indentation or any holes that you could grab onto or do something about or anything like that.
I'm going to use tides. God damn it. And then I was going to use the D4. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, I hadn't been able to use the D4 yet. So 10.
What do you mean? Used it for oh yeah, you kept it for 1 minute for the athletics thing because you did so well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so investigation. Let's see. A 10 does not get you as much as you would like.
Yeah.
You notice minor holes from the gas, but you realize even if you covered up all the holes, like 10 holes with your hands on the same wall, you're not covering up all the gas holes. And so it's not like, I want to stop this gas from coming. And you're like, but I'm not really stopping it all with me doing this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So but you do realize there are tiny indentations into the wall on the sides on your right and left for every few centimeters or so for another hole for more gas to come out.
Well, then since I can't find a way out over here, I'm just going to crouch down behind the wall, so then hopefully I can't get hit, because I can't really do anything else as a bonus action.
Technically speaking, if you want to try attacking the other tiefling, you did get a good hit in last time, from what you recall. But
Yeah,
they seem
that
to regenerate.
attack can't miss. I don't know how good.
But
AC
if you
they
stood
have.
up, you would have line. You technically would have be able to see their head. So it's not like you couldn't try aiming for their heads. They would be technically in line of sight.
Yeah. So then yeah, I can do that. But this would have to be a bonus action, so I must use the dagger. Oh, I forgot I still had that clicked on advantage.
Okay. Thrasha, this tiefling fucker is trying to slash at you again. Coming at you with his claws.
I see that. That definitely hits.
Because it's a offhand attack, it would be without the bonuses.
So just 4?
Yeah. The dagger.
Oh. Okay, wait. What's the DC for the con save?
It was because you inhaled gas, and this time you're not doing that. Technically.
No, for my spell.
Oh, just roll a con save.
Roll a con save, yeah.
You got it.
Oh.
You made it. It's fine. It's either half the damage you took, which was 2, or 10, whichever is larger. And so, like 8 plus the damage you took, and half the damage kind of thing. And it's like, you know what? 10 would have been more, and you made it past 10. So you maintain your Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm. And then now I will crouch down and hide behind the walls to make sure I don't get hurt.
Thrasha, he fucking slashed at you and then ducked like a bitch.
Okay.
He hid behind his apparent earth wall, slashed, like he grew this earth wall, slashed at you, and then ducked. Carrot ass tiefling bitch, dude? That's not cool.
Okay. Does this gas seem flammable?
I mean,
You don't know. You haven't encountered it recently.
It
Oh,
does
okay.
seem to be spreading to about where the fire was spewing earlier, and it hasn't caught fire yet.
That you know of. Currently, you can't see past the yellow gas since you're inside of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess since her enemy is cowering, she feels like, she might have scared him. So she's okay with that. So she'll move towards this way. Right? Yeah.
Are you wanting to be launched?
Yeah, there's a launcher there.
Yeah, she's doing that on purpose. She's trying to get out of here. Reconvene with whoever she can, I guess, or wherever her brother went.
You land here and take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Damn, that's far.
Hey, at least you got healed enough to take that.
Okay.
That was your movement. Is there anything else you want to do? Because that was only 5 feet of your movement.
Oh, well then she's gonna go back to the front, like right here. Oh yeah, look at that, 30. Oh,
Okay, yeah,
wait,
you
I
can
have
do that.
50 feet of movement right now.
Do you, though?
Not that I fucking need.
At the end of your turn, give me a wisdom saving throw. You no longer see the imp flying and cackling down. It sort of shapes warps back into your little owlin friend.
Oh shit. Okay, so she's. I'm assuming she would like put 2 and 2 together, like, oh fuck. I just like cussed
Give
out.
me an insight. You don't know if Nadalia is going to be in danger of that tiefling or not.
Damn. Then she
And
will.
you don't know what got your brother, but he's not here right now.
She will pull out her bow and like kind of like aim it down that way, but not shoot, of course, just in case. Like she's ready to defend Nadalia if needed.
What is it pointed at? Like the earth wall or higher or what?
The earth wall.
Nadalia, you see all of this.
Weirdos, all of them. Because, Suki's just hiding in the corner and stuff, and it's all like...
She seemed to voluntarily get, like, fucking launched.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I still have an idea, especially because I almost want to make the earth wall bigger.
You can use your
especially now that I
action
see that...
You can use your action to make it 10 feet higher, but 5 feet higher, if you want. Because it goes up 20 feet. It's currently, the wall is only up 5 feet. However, you can give me, as a free action right now, from your vantage point, you can give me a perception check.
I wonder if she's good at those or something.
You notice that the gas is coming in at a slower pace. Potentially, whatever supply that they have of the gas is potentially running low.
But I can also see with my perception this high that Sarasha is pointing a bow at the wall, right?
Correct.
So that's what my reasoning is, making the wall higher to protect Suki.
Okay, that's what you're going to use your action for. Mold earth, make an even higher wall, so now it's half the height of the total gas amount. You can do that, yes.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, she blocks your fucking view with your bow. What the hell is up with that, Sarasha?
Whose side are you on?
The left side.
And is that your turn, Nadalia?
That would be my only action, because if and Kasuki hasn't taken any damage, so there's nothing to heal with the... Actually, wait, with my bonus action, I can get my slot back, right?
You can.
I'm gonna do that.
You burn your channel divinity and for it, but yes, you can do that.
Okay, now does Suki see that the wall is now bigger and now the imp is glowing?
From Suki's perspective, you see the imp cackling, and as it raises the earth wall higher. But it looks at you with really like curved up eyes in a menacing fashion, like you get the vibe like it's trying to trap you into your death.
Oh, lovely.
Like fucking magical imps. Suki, what do you want to do?
Seeing that it seems like I'm going to be trapped here, I'm going to have to try to cast a spell. And I know that Magic Missile didn't work last time, because I saw that happen. So I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt on the imp.
Does a 16 hit your AC, Nadalia?
Yeah.
What type?
Let's see. 3 and 8. See, it's an imp.
Fire or thunder?
I'm going to expect it to be resistant to fire, so I'm going to go with thunder.
You take 13 thunder damage, Nadalia.
Ow. I'd probably fall down at that rate.
Damn.
And because it was a spell, after he surged from investigation, he's going to surge.
Oof.
That was a useless one. Suki, you regain back all used sorcery points.
Yay, I got all my sorcery points back. Oh, wait, I didn't spend any.
Exactly. I thought it was stupid. Like, really? A 100 now? Like, I can screenshot that for you, I swear. It's like, it's a really dumb moment to get it.
Well, at least it wasn't a fireball.
Yeah, actually, that would have been worse because you're the only one who would be in range to be hit by it.
Yup. But then again, that is always a good thing.
Doesn't it go around corners though, so it could go up?
20-foot radius. She's
Mhm.
30 feet.
She's
She's
30.
basically 30 feet away.
But she fell down, right?
No.
No, she's saying
She's
that
like
if
per-
she gets
she's-
hit again, she will be.
Yeah, she's perched on
Oh.
the edge.
Gotcha.
And that's the end of your turn.
Well, just
The imp.
on
The imp looks like it's really hurting, but it's not quite out of the air yet.
It was. I might as well, just in case that happens again, I might as well spend my sorcerer points to get a spell slot back.
Well, there you go. What was it, like 2 for 1 or some shit?
2 points for 1 spell.
Okay.
Seeing as this
Sarasha.
thing I can't really hide, so I will not duck down this time.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, you no longer duck down, but Sarasha doesn't notice that. The wall grew. Nadalia got hit by the tiefling. Maybe she'll learn her lesson at some point, but not currently.
So I can't remember. Is this first square safe?
Darts.
Oh, so okay, she'll stay there then. So let me let me read something real quick. Okay, can I read something real quick?
Yeah. Like, you wanted to come back? I don't know why you wanted to come back.
No, she's not trying to come back. It's
No, you came back today.
oh.
You were literally warned away from this area. You were like, nah, challenge accepted.
So if something were to hit that wall of earth, would it go away?
It would potentially pierce it or break through it because it's not a thick wall. It's just it was more a Nadalia, would you consider it more of like figurative divider more than anything else?
Yeah, that was its purpose, was to be a divider.
So it's not exactly super thick or anything. From what you've seen, for how thick you saw it when you were looking eye to eye with the tiefling, you don't think you don't think it's too thick or anything. But a regular, normal arrow couldn't pierce it because it's still fucking rock.
Okay, gotcha. So do you think ice could maybe?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I mean, she's had this scroll of Ray of Frost for like months now.
I believe you would have to have a target for that, right? You would be targeting.
Yeah, not just like, I'm gonna hit that spot in the wall. Like, what?
Oh no, and you're crouching, so I can't see you. Shit. Okay.
Well,
No,
not
she's
this
no
time,
longer
but it's
crouching, but it's now
taller
the wall is now 10 feet high because Nadalia upped it again.
Oh right. There's that too. Fuck me. Okay. Oh. No, I can't do that either. Fuck.
I mean, you could cure wounds yourself.
I could, but like, there's no, there's no what's it called over here? There's no like threat, you know?
Okay, it's not like you're bloodied or anything.
Fine. It's fair. I kind of don't want her to die out here, like getting struck by random lightning or something, and then dying from that. That would suck. I didn't cast it. Oh, God, I'm stupid. That was a waste.
Hey, healing is healing.
Yep, you heal 4 health.
Okay.
Nadalia, perception check.
I didn't know if I had a bonus action or not, you silly goose.
You never really try to push towards it.
I used my bonus action earlier, so.
You think the gas should be running out pretty soon.
Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. I'm hurt too badly that I'm gonna fly away from it. But first, before I fly away, I'm gonna say, "You're crazy, asshole."
Give me a history check for how much you understood of the Infernal.
Watch him get a nat 20 this time, okay?
It was something asshole. The imp shit talks you before flying off.
Lovely. At least now it's not gonna try to trap me in here any further.
Is there anything else you do during your turn other than fly away?
I gotta get some health back. This
Oh,
one's for
healing
me.
yourself? Well, well, you could no. To confirm, Nadalia, with that same spell slot, if you have Cure Wounds, you can just use Cure Wounds for healing more.
Yeah, but look at the last time somebody used it. It was less than that.
Right.
Well, okay. You heal for 6 then. Did you want to do anything for your action?
I'm gonna let's see. Well, if I thought about a better order, I could have gusted over him first to blow away more of the poison first, because that's the only thing I could really do else with my action. But I'm too bad at him though, so I'd probably because there's still gas on this side of the wall, so I'd blow gust on this side of the wall.
How far does it go
That's
again?
fine. You see what?
How far does it go again?
30 feet.
30. Okay, yeah, you can still do that.
You blow away the gas on this side, and you see some of the gas seep out, but you think it's like it's on its last leg, so it's probably the gas is probably basically almost done, and so it probably most likely will not be able to get enough out into the air in this area to actually fully refill it. Is that all for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Suki, give me a perception check.
Perception.
You notice the gas is getting a little clearer. It's not as thick anymore, and you see that it's not coming in as thick of a stream. It might be almost over.
Thank goodness. Then now we can actually fight them without having to worry about whatever this gas is gonna do.
Yeah, you can only get back at that fucking imp and tiefling.
Well, since I don't think I can get through this wall, and currently I don't want to go closer to them because they were trying to attack me, I'm gonna try again to see if I can find another way, see if I just missed it or something.
Because you were trying to specifically try for anything to climb up or get out of there before. What are you looking for this time?
Well, no, I was looking for maybe a hidden door, just trying to get out.
Okay, investigation for your action.
Hey, I got tides back. I might as well try it again. Tides does not.
You don't get a good feeling, but you feel something on the back wall. But as soon as you catch on to it, you're like, oh, something! Wait, where'd it fucking go? Damn it! Where'd it go?
Lovely.
And you end your turn. Because I don't think you have much else to do, to be honest. Unless you have something, unless you want to prove me wrong, by all means.
No, that was I already used the only bonus action I could do.
Okay.
Apart from throw the dagger.
The gas is now dissipated.
Well, that's good.
The gas is now constipated.
I mean,
But like to Sarasha, there's still a threat, though, right?
you don't know otherwise.
Okay.
You don't know where that Tiefling Kingdom. You know where that dead Tiefling is isolated behind that little rock wall thing that Nadalia blocked it behind, and that you don't know what it did with your brother.
Okay. Okay.
Was it
Cool.
like one of those magical demonic teleportation swapperoos that was a part of the new tricks of this alley? You don't know.
That's what I'm.
So wait, why couldn't she just use Ray of Frost? I forgot.
Because you
need to target not just bland piece of wall.
Yes, right. But you don't need a target for just shooting arrows randomly, right?
Yes, but it would be stopped by the wall because it is stone.
Yeah,
It's still a couple inches thick or some shit for being stone, and a regular arrow is not going to mean much.
I think at this point, I think she would shoot. Wait a minute.
She would waste an arrow just shooting a wall she knows she can't break through?
You're wasting an arrow when you have a magical bow now, would it be?
You'd be wasting a shot. Depends on. I will let it depend on how much damage you deal. If you want to do an attack roll, I'll allow it.
I mean, wasn't there a special thing about her being able to use like spectral ammo that doesn't actually spend?
As I said, it depends on how she rolls.
Yeah, my bow doesn't need ammo.
Just like your dagger returns to you.
Mm-hmm.
So we will do that. We will shoot as like a warning thing, like, you know, come fight us and stop being a pussy.
Is that what you tried telling him?
Yeah, she'll shout that.
I would consider that. Would you like duck into it to make sure you're in range, because it seems to be about the same range as your telepathic thing, or would you actually verbally shout it?
I don't think she wants to go back into the alleyway just yet, so she'll
Okay.
just shout it.
Still feeling a bit woozy. You hear it as infernal. So
Beat a 6, I forgot it was still advantage.
well, it's like something. You just got called a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And then does the arrow that got shot, was that enough to like be a warning, I guess?
You see the kind of arrow you have. It gets into the rock wall. It cracks it. It does not break through. It basically makes it really, really crack filled, and that's what you both see on either side.
Okay.
And that's what your attack does.
All right, and that will be my end of my turn.
They are so fucking weird, Nadalia.
Why are you trying to shoot at your brother?
Can she respond?
What did you say?
Can she respond?
Yeah. As long as it's not like a whole paragraph's worth of stuff. If
Oh, no.
you can spit in like if you can fit it in like a speech bubble of a comic, you can say it.
That's fair.
That's not my brother.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever that thing is must die. I guess though she would notice.
Nadalia, give me an insight check. They fucking crazy.
You crazy siblings.
What is it? Is there anything else you want to do? I will let you have the insight as a free action, just because of like your collected experience over this whole ordeal.
I'm gonna. Well, now that there's a hole in the wall, I'll wait for.
Not a hole.
Suki
It's just really cracked.
I don't know, but if Suki hits me with another spell, I don't know if I can take it. So I don't really want to go over there again.
If you're literally on top of the whole entire roof right now, you're in range and you can peek over and talk to Sarasha, but he probably wouldn't have you in view based on his angle. Unless you specifically got over the edge kind of thing. Because technically speaking, you can reduce it by 5 feet as one of your actions too, like to like push it down kind of thing for the Mold Earth if you wanted to. Did you want to shrink the wall? Or that fucker be crazy and tries to hurt you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm thinking too, just for my movement, if I went 20 feet of movement to get close enough to talk to him and say, "Have you calmed down now?" And then come back.
Well, you can't go all the way back. That's like 40 feet. You know,
I know, not all. I wouldn't be all the way back. No.
Okay, but you can go like I don't know, like you can go like right here and like diagonally. It'll still be like a 30-foot kind of radius kind of concept for the telepathy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right there. Say, have you calmed down now? Stop throwing a tantrum.
History, Suki. Oh God!
I didn't read
It
any
just
of that
sounded
in the book.
angry. You don't know what fully said. It's just like snippets of like articles and participle phrases and whatnot, and it just sounded really fucking angry. You are able to give her replies telepathically if you wanted to, though, Suki.
Because I have
But he
no
wouldn't
clue
know
what
to
was
do
said.
so because he
Yeah,
wouldn't. He wouldn't.
I don't know what you want to say to it, but I'll allow it.
At that moment, I wouldn't say anything because I don't know exactly what was said. Like, I can't understand that part yet.
It's like, damn it, I needed to learn more, faster! Like, I didn't know I'd be tested on it so soon!
Exactly.
And I'm guessing that's a lesson he'll take from this. Not, hey, let's not go explore bad places. Bad things might happen. It's, oh, you know what? I need to get to learning even faster.
Yep.
Like, wrong lesson to learn from this, Suki. Is that all you do, Nadalia?
Yeah, as I try and use the rest of the movie to go back away again.
Suki, what do you want to do? The wall is cracked in front of you. What do you feel like trying to do?
I mean,
It's still a 10-foot tall wall, but like the 5-foot wall front chunk of it in front of you, the lower 5-foot half of it, is really, really cracked.
I'm gonna see if I can find that handle I found earlier. See if I can
Investigation.
get out beforehand. Before they break through and attack me.
Nope, you couldn't find it again. Give me at the end of your turn. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Nah, that imp and that tiefling are still out to get you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And that's it. Yep.
You thought it was just gonna be the same old spy trapper and poison shit, didn't you?
I don't know why we thought it'd be the same.
It's like you are your own worst enemies. Especially when one of you randomly cast fucking magic missile at 5th level. What does Sarasha want to do? Do you want to try breaking open the wall?
Yeah, she's gonna do it. Do it again.
Ooh, oh, yep. Are you shooting to crack the top half or to break the bottom?
I think the bottom because she knows that, if he's cowering there, that she'll be able to see him.
Okay, so like the center 80% of the bottom 5 feet of like the 5 feet kind of square, like a circle, like the inner 80% of it is completely crumbles to the ground. And you see his backside because he was searching on that back wall for something, but you don't know what. This tiefling the tiefling is there no more, and you see your brother frantic.
Oh.
Suki, you notice the wall behind you get broken down, and even if you try to look out of the corner of your eye, you see that tiefling has a bow pointed straight at you.
I knew it. They were trying to box me in to kill me easier.
Do you actually say that?
No. But that's what he would be thinking.
The imp isn't anywhere you can see, but that tiefling looks fucking maniacal. You broke down the wall. You found your brother. You don't know what happened to the tiefling, and he looks frantic and a little out of it still. What else do you want to do, Sarasha?
Honestly, I think that's everything she can do right now.
Would she
Okay.
say anything?
What?
Would you say anything?
Oh. She'd probably say, like, there you are, that kind of thing, but like nothing substantial.
Would you say it loud enough to make sure he heard it?
Yeah. Oh God, I can see that's misinterpreted.
Oh, honestly,
So-
I'm laughing.
History check. She said something. You don't know what it said. Just like you. Kind of like, oh fuck. So that's not a good moment for Suki. So can Dahlia have any better moments? Because you're able to realize, especially from up there, Suki is just freaking the fuck out. But he does seem to be looking for something on the back wall, which you weren't sure about before. But that's what he seems to be feeling for.
I just want to get close to him. One more lightning attack, and that'd be it for me. So I'm just gonna rebuild the wall again because these siblings keep trying to hit each other.
All your hard work is gone, Sarasha. The earth wall is back, full force.
She'll probably be like, "Damn it, Adalia, why?"
You saw it's your brother back there. He was there the whole time.
Now we stop it.
Give me an insight check to see how easily you're able to believe this through all the bullshit you just had to endure. Things are clicking into place in a very frustrating and alarming way.
What's the likelihood of her getting across there alive?
With your amount of health and the fact the flame pit is still going, but you ended up being launched right over the flames. By the way, you didn't get hit by the flames while you got launched.
Okay, I have a weird idea for after we're out of initiative turns. I will say it once we're out of initiative.
Did you want to do anything else, Sarasha? You want to re-attack the wall that she put up?
Well,
It's not her turn.
Sorry. Nadal, you put up the wall. That was your
Okay.
action. You were chatting with Sarasha, and you got her to realize something. And did you want to do anything else?
I was just trying to think too. So I was thinking how many times I've cast Healing Word, and that I got one spell slot. I think I can cast it one more time. So I'm gonna heal myself one more time.
Now, to confirm, do you want a healing word, or do you have also cure wounds, which has a
Well-
possibility of healing for more?
She did use her action.
I used my action to build the wall.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Another 6 points of health. You might survive a hit now.
I hate how you phrase that.
Is that the end of your turn?
Now that I have some health, I actually wouldn't mind being a little bit closer, but not too close. I'll just go just a little bit closer.
Okay. Suki, what do you want to do? There is no more gas hurting it, but after they took after the creepy arrow happened and broke through the wall, the imp was cackling and built it back up to trap you again.
Well, I'm like 80% sure there's a thing back here. I felt it at some point. I might as well try again. I feel like I'm trapped, so I'm trying to figure out if there's a way out here. It felt like there might be, so.
Not with that roll. I'm sorry, man. That was your action to try and use your effort and time to try looking for indentations that were special and everything on the back wall. And you don't have any more bonus actions, right?
And no bonus.
Used up your tides.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the end of your turn, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is 12 good enough?
You seem to shake off some weirdness you were feeling, but right now you have nothing to prove to you that what you already were thinking is actually incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Sarasha, what do you want to do?
Oh,
He reacted badly to what you said last time, and the wall was put up again, so
you know what we never tried before? Running into this.
running into the pits and fire, into the darts,
Like-
fire, and launching board.
Like to gain momentum enough to jump over it.
So you
I
can
would make
land
checks
on
so
the
high you have no
fin.
idea, because you can't just run straight line through here and then over this kind of thing, because for how I'm seeing it, you have to dodge the fucking darts in the first place. You can't just run a straight line for the proper momentum to get over here.
All right. I understand now. I see.
And even if you land right there, there's a
She'll just
it'll
have to
spring
do
you
another
back.
big save to get launched.
Yeah, that no. She's not gonna risk that. That'd be like a bunch of nat 20s, and even those probably wouldn't. I think instead I think she would well I think she would use her words again.
What would you try yelling at your brother through a stone wall?
I mean, sound travels, man.
I know, but he didn't seem receptive last time.
No. But I think she would speak in Draconic this time.
What do you want to say in Draconic?
Think snap out of it. I don't know.
Give me a history check. You don't know Draconic, but give me a history check regardless.
What?
No, not you, Suki. He's the one
No.
hearing this, and he would need to be affected by it.
He should know Draconic. What?
He doesn't.
That's part of our. That's part of our.
You
want
both know
language?
Yuanti.
Well, wait a minute. Why don't I don't have you? I have you Draconic. Did I choose the wrong?
It doesn't show Yuanti, but we have it. It's not an
Yeah.
actual language.
Okay, I thought that it was
You
Draconic.
said Draconic,
that
so
said.
you said Draconic, so you spoke Draconic. He does not happen to know Draconic.
Mhm.
I said the language that we both know, so
You
it
did
would
not
have
phrase
been.
it that way.
I didn't know that I had
You went
Yuanti
very specific on Draconic.
because I was trying to say Yuanti because I know he speaks it or whatever, whatever the one we both know because of our race.
We both also
'Cause-
know common.
Yeah, but clearly her speaking to you in common, you're going crazy. I mean, we can try Draconic and then next time.
I would need a history check from Suki. Okay, you realize the only person who tries to speak, despite how harsh the consonant-filled language is, it does seem to try to have a softer tone to it. And the only person you can think of that would even be remotely close to you that would try to talk Draconic in that kind of tone would be your sister.
I would respond, Sarasha, is that you?
And she would respond back, yes.
You have no idea where she went, but you know she's back.
Yes.
Maybe this is a sign to call it here, guys. Maybe we should turn back.
We're so close.
Why do you feel that way?
The gas is gone.
You're all smiley about it. Should I just made perpetual gas?
No.
Why did it eat beans?
I really wish, like, oh no, that wouldn't work. Damn, I have some crazy ass ideas.
Like this kind of wasn't.
When we're out of
Damn
turn
it,
order,
Saws, you
my
beat me
idea
to it.
would have been good.
Well,
I was
I
really,
was
okay, for the
gonna-
record, I was really proud of the whole entire you saw everyone as an enemy thing, okay?
Yeah, it's good. I almost killed 2 of my party members.
That wasn't on me.
Dude.
I didn't force you to continue down the alley. That's what you wanted to do.
You're still kind of stuck there, man.
Yes, I am.
You talk to him. You both realize you are who you hoped you would be. But for how much the talking that has been going on, I'm gonna say that burned your action. What else do you want to do, Sarasha?
Sit here.
Okay. Nadalia, what do you want to do? They seem to finally be calming the fuck down.
That's what I'd basically tell him. Have you calmed down now yet? You stopped being violent?
You hear Nadalia as Nadalia.
I was trying to take care of a tiefling. Is it still out there?
There's never been a tiefling. That's what Sarasha kept saying too. I don't know what you guys are talking about with tieflings. It's just been the three of us this whole time.
Give me an insight check with advantage, Nadalia. I don't know. They be crazy sometimes.
I got a
I
little
can't deal with you
advantage.
twins. I built this wall just so I'd separate you two because you kept fighting each other.
Wait, I thought it built the wall.
I built this wall.
And you made the spell slots pay for it.
Suki, you give me an insight check.
Dang, and I don't even get advantage.
No, you don't.
How about the
I don't know.
same
Sometimes
as
shit be
Nadalia?
crazy. Nadalia, he seems to be frustrated, but at least vaguely listening to reason now.
I'm now that you know. Do you give me permission to touch you? So I'm gonna give you guidance, but only if you give me consent first. So I ain't getting anywhere close to you unless I get consent.
Non-consensual guidance.
As long as the imp isn't there either.
There's never been an imp. I don't know what you're talking about. Here's your fucking guidance. And then I fly back up.
It's like, Nadalia, it's like, how crazy are these two fucking twins without Pajor around? Oh my god.
Meanwhile, with how long this is taking, I feel like I shouldn't even have had to have rolled for the shit in my class.
Comparatively
like-
speaking, to see how well you did compare to other studious students, to see if you were the one worthwhile. You actually barely made
Fair
it.
enough.
I considered it an 18 or higher would have gotten you the amulet.
All right, fair enough.
So now you have guidance to help you with your investigation.
I'm sorry, it's been so long. I thought you had me roll for study, not comparatively study.
Yeah. Because it's like, whoever takes that kind of class, who doesn't want to be a nerd in the first place? I'm sorry, come on.
I swear to God, if you don't open that fucking door.
She did guidance as her action, not mold earth to undo it.
No, I meant the door for Suki.
Oh, okay. So Nadalia's done with her turn, correct?
Yeah.
Suki, what do you want to do during your turn?
Seeing as there's a wall. Oh wait.
It's not a lot of light on it right now, but at least you have dark vision.
Yes, I do.
Right now, I would consider it dim light because of the light currently in the daytime. So you're in kind of an shadowy alleyway, but it's not like super, super dark. It's just not great light for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't help your search. So it doesn't help your search much.
You know what does a D4?
So go ahead and investigate.
Damn.
So that 8 is not going to necessarily help you that much. Sorry to break it to you.
You know what? That's fair.
Sarasha, she touched him. She flew back up. He's doing something back there. You don't really fully know what.
Hearing that the tiefling is most likely gone, would we still be in initiative?
Okay, no, you're all good.
Alright.
So, can she like cheer him on, but like in a very enthusiastic way that he's never heard before? So it's like amazing cheering.
Okay, hold up. Crazy idea here.
Go ahead, Matt. You said you want to do something after you got out of combat.
What if Nadalia uses mold earth instead of making walls? She makes floors. over the.
Oh my god.
So this way, the idea is that instead of making a divider wall, you make a divider floor over the pressure plates, so no one ever sets them off.
That and over top of the flames.
That's big brain thinking right there.
I didn't even know she had the spell, so that's why I didn't mention it in the first place.
I told you that's one of the things she got. She got all the elemental spells and all the utility spells. She didn't get like she didn't get like no ammunition for something or plus AC or some shit. She got a lot of utility. Nadalia, how would Nadalia react to his suggestion?
Well, since I can only move 5 feet of earth at a time, though, like, how would I be able to cover this 10-foot gap? Or do I do it in sections, or because there's not really anything for it to grip on the sides, right? Or there was that little ledge.
It's the idea that you have one bit of wall, you like mold, you basically reform the chunks of the wall and form it into a flooring over it.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be a complete block. It just makes like another divider, but placed differently and sturdy enough to walk on.
Wait, so why can't we do that with the door itself? Why can't we just like rip the door off the hinges, or the the wall off the wall?
You don't know that there's necessarily an actual door there. Sarasha sure as hell doesn't. She
I'm
doesn't
not
feel anything.
saying it as Sarah.
Okay. Suki doesn't feel it, so you don't know the details of it. So you don't know if that's a possibility you can even try or not. But I mean, if Suki suggests to Nadalia to try to use chunks of Moldur's around where he is, you'll see what happens. But I'm not. I think, in my opinion, I would honestly assume that Suki would try to search for the indentation he found once before, but before asking for that.
Mm-hmm.
Based
Is
on
the help action better than guidance? If I take
guidance
the
is
help action,
1d4, help is advantage.
I think the help action might be better than guidance on Suki.
Just like perch on top of the mold earth wall you made, and it's like you can do it.
Well, crazy.
Wasn't advantage like on average like a +5 or something like that? Like if you did the math.
Mathematically, yeah.
Crazy thought here. We're not in turn order, so you could do both.
Can I do both? Okay, I'm gonna do both. Have both guidance and help.
Like after you touch them, you cheer them on.
Yeah.
Because helping is not a concentration concept.
Mm-hmm.
And it can happen during the minute that guidance is active.
So that's what I'll do right now. Is help and guidance.
God damn it.
What?
Every time it's like, oh hey.
You really wanted that guidance, right?
Guidance now. Here, have.
And for the record, if she didn't help, you realize how shitty that would have been without the advantage?
Yeah.
It's like, I need the guidance again. You got a 4. No! With that roll of a 23, you end up finding the indentation, and you actually find it with your hand. You wipe some dirt kind of out of the minor indentation spots to get more of a feel for its shape, and then we'll pick up in a couple weeks.